cheeseburgers
Yes.
and French fries.
Yes.
And crush them.
They're the best fries.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Opinion.
Yeah.
All right,
There's a Five Guys 5 minutes away from here, Steve.
Five guys. But there's also a place called Hi Ho that if you want a burger in LA, get you a Hi Ho. Some
Everybody's
of the best fries.
salivating.
Is that in Marina Del Rey?
It's in Marina. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good.
So you're gonna have a match with hit the ring with Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns and I, yes, going toe to toe, the heavyweight title. You had some questions about wrestling. I'll try to answer them in the few minutes we have left. So what do you got?
Yeah, how real is it? Like what?
That's an interesting question. So it's real in the sense that there's a lot of physicality that goes on, and a lot of it is very painful. And every time I fall on my back or come flying off the top rope and fall on my stomach, bad things can happen. And those bumps, as we call them, do accumulate over time. And it's like getting hit by a car. Like the mat it's literally steel, it's plywood, and it's about this much padding and then canvas over top, and that's it. There's no like magic.
So how many fractures have you sustained over the years? Because you're one of the best to ever do it. Like
yeah. So I mean, some guys go their whole career not getting hurt, but I've had some bad ones. I've torn.
All right, everybody, welcome to Before the Ground. Mason, M, and Ireland in Idaho. So, John, we were just having a conversation. You'll be fascinated by this. Believe me, as soon as it happened, I'm like, oh, this is right up John's alley.
Okay.
So, M is going to explain what polyamorous is.
Okay.
I know what polyamorous is.
See, I didn't until this conversation.
So
Okay.
in case
Yeah, and you're right. It is right up my alley.
in case there are people who are listening or watching that don't know, so there's difference between open relationship and a polyamorous relationship. An open relationship is you and your long-term partner.
Yep.
Most of the time, people that are married. So want to open it up, and most of the time, it's for sexual reasons. Of like,
Sure.
I just want to expand whether or not we do this together or we do it separately.
Okay.
That it's just about sexual stuff.
It's a lifestyle, Mace. These people
It
are
is
in
a
the
lifestyle.
lifestyle.
I know people who live that life.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I do believe polyamory is different because you have to kind of have, it's more of an agreement and it's more of a long-term relationship with the other people that you're engaging with outside of your like anchor
So wait a minute.
partnership.
So you have
So you're not just hooking up.
you have a
like
relationship here and a
It
relationship
can
with
be
somebody
both.
else.
It can be either emotional or sexual or both. Like I have friends that are only emotionally engaged in polyamorous relationships outside of their anchor partner.
Okay, let me ask. Why isn't that just called a friend?
That's what I feel.
because they're having sex.
No. In this case, they're
it's
not.
just emotional.
It's
There's
only
no sex in
emotional.
this.
So I'm
But
with. If that's the case, I'm with Mace.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
it's
mean,
just
I've
a
got.
friend.
I guess I'm polyamorous.
So-
I have friends.
Exactly. So I was explaining to Mason that there are different types of polyamorous relationships that you can agree into. So there is one that is like kitchen table.
Mhm.
Kitchen table means that everybody in this polyamorous relationship can sit around a kitchen table and talk and have dinner and enjoy each other. So let's say 4 or 5 people might be engaged in a polyamorous relationship. Everybody can be at the table together.
Right.
Then there is garden party, which is like we can be at the same party and I
Yes.
might say hi, but we're not really interacting and then we don't have that kind of relationship.
Okay.
So you can be aware of the other person, but they're not spending a lot
Not
of their social
direct
time.
interaction, yeah.
And there's like parallel, which is your partners are totally your partners and I don't see them or know them. And then, or like you might know that they exist, but you don't know them personally.
Don't know them, yeah.
And then someone else is like, again, totally separate, but you have an anchor partner where you come together and you have that. I have friends who are in polyamorous relationships. They have the polycule, which is like a collection of
The heck is that?
the amount of people. So let's say there are 6, 7 people that are all engaging in relationships with each other. That is a polycule.
But are they having sex or no?
Some might, some might
Some
not.
might,
and
some
it's
might
also the idea that like you're all understanding that everybody in this polycule has like relationships with each other. It's like having a bunch of roommates
Yeah.
that also are like emotionally and sexually connected to each other.
Wow.
So
You know what, John? You know it was easy when we were kids.
I know.
You just got with who you wanted to get to, and there was no
This
poly
is all pretty
anything.
dang complicated.
do you have any questions, John?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
is
kinda-
that now?
might-
Do you know anybody in a polyamorous relationship, or know anybody polyamorous, John?
I don't think so.
I have some friends who are polyamorous. It's
But I
kind
mean,
of-
Mace, would they
yeah.
tell me if they were?
They might.
They could. They could.
Have people told you that they're open?
Have you? What about open relationship?
No, like I've always said, The only person who ever says open relationship is the guy. I've never heard a girl, but Mace, you say you know a girl who admits she's
Oh
in
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I have friends in open relationships.
She
too.
totally digs it. It works for her.
I think there's a difference between understanding that you can't be everything for someone sexually and you can't be everything for someone emotionally. I think I value the idea that I would like to be my partner's emotional center as opposed to, sure, as long as we still have sex, it's like okay if like also if I can't provide everything for somebody.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like that makes more sense to me than something else. Like that.
Professor Emily teaches us polyamory.
Yes, I'm sure there are lots of. I'm sure the YouTube chat is being
they
totally
will
normal
love
about
this
this.
thing. They
Oh,
will
yeah.
love this
Yeah.
thing.
I'm not even going in there. I will wait. I'm going to wait 10 minutes to go in there.
I will say, let's just like not talk about this for the rest of the show,
Yeah.
and then just occasionally put it in and be like, "Hey, you should listen to Before the Growl."
Oh, yeah,
if
sure.
you want to know
Hey,
more about polyamory.
Emily, this is code that only you will understand.
Sure.
Tell Carlo I figured it out.
Okay,
Oh,
right.
wow.
amazing.
It's like
Okay.
I'm glad.
secret code. Secret code.
Well, we couldn't get the YouTube up and running, but now
Oh,
I figured it out.
And I think we're gonna experiment with a new, maybe a segment today.
Yeah.
We'll see if it works. We'll see if we like it. We kind of did a little bit yesterday, so if it works, then maybe we'll do this regularly.
Yeah. Okay, good. Good. Ireland, you golf today?
No, later.
Later.
Yeah.
Later. Yeah,
what
I'm
a-
meeting some guys later.
And then
What a life.
John's off tomorrow because he had the Monday, Friday.
Oh,
off
that's
today.
right. Monday, Friday off. Yeah. Who
Yeah,
am I
I
with
bet,
tomorrow?
you know I'm going to see tomorrow, Mace's Eric Kirsch.
Ooh.
Eric
Yeah, he's up
Kirsch.
here.
You have Andy tomorrow.
Andy tomorrow. Okay.
Yes. And then next
we
Wednesday,
should be able to work it out.
when we'll have Andy as well.
Andy as well
And you
at
know what?
Rams camp.
I have a show later today. We're going to do Rams reveal later today. Who knows what they're going to reveal?
Who knows? What could they
You
Could
do?
be
think today's
anything.
no? I don't think it is.
I don't
He's not
know.
Aaron Donald's not ready to announce, is he?
I
Em
don't know.
is just not sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, maybe
Sure.
you got to
Yeah.
tune in to find out, right?
All right, coming up next for you is Mason in Ireland. A lot of polyamorous people watching today. We're on the YouTube, we're on the app, and we're on the radio.
So, Les, he's out there benching like 150-pound dumbbells.
He looks pretty good.
He's teasing all of us.
Yeah.
Every time I've seen Aaron and anytime there's a video posted, I can say this. I do think he has snaps left in his body. Knowing Aaron wants to be the best if he was to ever take another snap. So it's been cool to see Aaron get excited. He's still a big Rams fan. He still communicates with Sean. So it's awesome that he's excited about this move.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app and live on YouTube.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit Takebacks.
The home of USC football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
ESPN 710 Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Thursday afternoon.
Mason, Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, Thursday, the 23rd of July. The Hall of Famers are here. Mason, Ireland, Johnny I. Plus, we got producer Emily, producer Brian Cohen, as we do what we do best. The biggest show on the radio, having fun, frivolity, putting a smile on your face, sucker.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I think he makes a good point, though. You are always picking on Michael Pippen.
I pick on you,
cannot
too, when you
believe-
say something
I cannot believe
foolish.
how much you pick on Michael.
No.
Michael is a
I
good
pick
guy,
on you when you say
and
something.
you keep throwing insults at him.
You're going to start now?
You're going to start now?
You're going to start
You're
now?
going to start?
Are you going to start?
No, I'm not. You're starting. I'm not
Are
starting.
you talking to me?
I am talking to you.
You're doing the Sophie Cunningham point.
Yeah.
Let's do it, Mason and Ireland.
So with that said, let's get this going.
Your Thursday afternoon in the Southland right now.
Good afternoon.
afternoon. What is going on, people? It is Thursday. Ireland's in Idaho. We're back here in L.A. John, you got a nice long stretch in Idaho, right?
Yeah, this is the longest I've ever been up here. If nothing happens, I just drove Lisa to the airport. She
really?
went home. But if nothing else happens, I'm up here till August 14th.
Wow, that's a nice stretch.
Yeah.
Nice
so we'll
stretch.
see. But something will probably happen. You never know.
You never know. So, you watch any Dodgers last night? Did you
All
catch
of it.
the game?
Yep. And right when you think they're going into a swoon, that's two games. They lucked out by winning on that dumb double play the Phillies ran into the other day. And then last night, they fell behind early. Boy, it seems like every time that guy pitches, he gives up I know Greg's coming in today. That guy gives up a home run early and then settles down.
Is that Eric Lauer?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric Lauer.
And so I watched Lauer give up the homer. Then I went to dinner, and I came back in time to see Muncy homer and them take over the game.
Now, did you see the moment where Dalton Rushing somebody tried to bunt, pop fly, he caught it, and then yelled at the runner at second? Did you see any of this?
No.
Okay. Here is Joe and Oral describing another Dalton Rushing moment.
Marchand pops his bunt up, and Rushing runs it down in the on-deck circle.
Rushing is doing everything.
He said, get the back.
Get back.
So he basically told the runner, get the F back.
Get the F back, he yelled. Get the F back. Now, is that really I mean, I love that he's fiery and he's chippy and he's salty and he's all that. But do you really, after a pop fly, do you really need to yell, get the F back to
Here's
the runner?
what I figured out about Dalton Rushing. I was flipping channels the other night, and I was watching this movie. It's about 10 years old, called Borg versus McEnroe.
Okay.
And it's about the rivalry. Shia LaBeouf plays McEnroe.
Oh.
And they found some Swedish dude who looks exactly like Borg to play Borg. The movie's just okay.
Yeah, I never heard of this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think it's on Tubi now.
Okay.
Google it, Mason. I think it came out in 2017. It's called Borg versus McEnroe.
Sounds good.
And what I learned from that is that McEnroe could only play when he ran on tilt, when he ran hot. Like a lot of people said, why do you always have to yell at the umpire? Why are you so hard on yourself? Why do you have to say the F word every time you miss a shot? And he said, because I have to get I have to get lathered up. I have to get in a certain state in order for me to play my best. Caitlin Clark's been making the same argument lately. Like she gets one more technical and she gets suspended.
Yep.
And after the game last night, somebody said, why do you keep doing this? And she said, because I have to play with an edge.
Yep.
If I don't play emotional, I'm not at my best. I'm applying all of this to Dalton Rushing. Look at all the moments he's had this year where he's basically been on tilt. Last night, he won that game for the Dodgers. He drove in all three of the first three runs. He had
his 11th home run.
Right. And he's handling a pitching staff. We've talked about Will Smith. I'm really worried. I know you're not, but I'm really worried about Will Smith. I think he could be gone for the year. And Dalton Rushing might be the Dodger catcher. And if he needs to be McEnroe, if he needs to run on tilt, I'm here for it. Let him do it.
Yeah.
I would not yell at him for yelling at that runner. Would you?
Would I yell at him?
Would you get him? If you're Dave Roberts, would you say, hey, man, you don't need to do that?
You know, I would say something my mom used to say. Simmer down. Just simmer down.
Turn the temperature down a little?
Did everybody's mom say simmer down?
I
That
will
was like
say
a common thing at my
that would
house.
never work on me. To tell me to chill out.
Oh, simmer down, Em. Simmer down.
Just turns up the simmer level. I go to high.
Go to high. Go to boil.
I think I like that he's playing with fire, like playing with intensity. I think you lack that a lot of times when you watch baseball players through the entirety of a season. My only issue is that, like, come postseason time, maybe these teams don't F with Dalton Rushing and want to have a vendetta against him, and maybe fire up the other team in a way in which you don't anticipate.
Yeah.
Well, what I would argue is, like, another guy who plays on tilt is Draymond Green.
Right, sure.
Okay, so when Draymond Green is playing on tilt, that's when he is at his best. And if he's not, he's kind of checked out. So Steve Kerr has talked often about trying to find the middle ground between letting Draymond be his emotional self and telling him to shut up and dial it back.
Yep.
So it's going to be a dance with Dave Roberts and Dalton Rushing. Since we're talking about this, my tendency would be to lean towards supporting rushing.
Mine would too. Look, I think it's good to have a guy like this on your roster. It's good to have a guy who's a
You
little
want a
bit
guy
chippy.
that you want on your team that the other team hates.
Right. Now, the problem is you do, to M's point, teams do really want to mess with you if you're one of those guys that are playing on tilt, right? People, and you can induce some kind of reaction to cause havoc during a game, particularly in the postseason. But in this case, get the F back. I get that. Get the F back.
Right. I remember one time Max Muncy hit a home run and Madison Bumgarner started yelling at him.
Yeah.
And Muncy turned to Bumgarner and goes, "Why don't you go out in the water and go pick it up?"
Yeah.
And the whole Dodger team was like, whoa. Muncy just went at Bumgarner, and Muncy didn't care. And when your teammates do that, when your teammates react, your only choice at that point is to back up your teammate. You can't take Bumgarner's side there.
So let me ask you.
So I think they are going to back up rushing.
I just think that it's like different because Max Muncy doesn't typically do that, and it's like the one, oh wow, this is what we're doing today. Mr. Rushing does this every day,
right?
And he will bang his bat against his knee and freak out the rest of his teammates. He will take his glove,
put it over his face, and scream.
Like you've seen these pictures and videos of Mookie Betts and everybody else being like, I don't know what's going on with him.
Don't want to go near
you guys ever seen the movie White Men Can't Jump?
Sure, of course.
Okay, do you remember the scene where Woody Harrelson, he will not shut up and he's yelling at the other team, and Wesley Snipes walks over to him and he goes, "You have got to shut up. What are you doing?" And he goes, "I'm trying to get those guys mad." He goes, "Well, all you're doing is making me mad." And Wesley Snipes goes, Woody Harrelson says, "That's the other thing I'm trying to do, because I'm guessing you're one of those people that plays better when you're mad."
Right.
And if Dalton Rushing plays better when he's emotional, if he yells, "Get the F back," if I'm the pitcher, I'm just smiling.
Yeah,
if I'm like, yeah, good, he's into it. He's going. I have zero issue with emotional players.
And I think this comes around too because after the game yesterday, he was asked too about this season you're being able to play a lot because of Will Smith's injury, and I think long term, I know we talked about this a lot, but they need to make a decision about Dalton Rushing, and maybe it doesn't have to be this year, obviously, but how much longer when he has to go back next year, which we presume that Will Smith will be healthy next year. Does Rushing just go back to being the backup and getting, half, maybe a quarter of the amount of starts that he got this year?
I have a potential solution to this. You teach Dalton Rushing how to play first base.
He does know already. That's exactly what you do.
Freddie Freeman is 36. I think
one year left on his deal.
Yeah, and he says he'd like to play till he's 40. If he wants to play till he's 40, more power to him. As I mentioned last week, I think you guys didn't even know this. I didn't know it until I put it in a game. Freddie is the active Major League Baseball leader in hits. No active player has more hits than Freddie Freeman. So as long as he's still hitting, and he is, I think he's still an option. But you can't move him to DH because you have Shohei.
Right.
So once Freddie hangs it up, maybe Dalton Rushing is your first baseman of the future, or Max Muncy is also in his mid-30s. I think it'd be unrealistic to teach Rushing how to play
not third base, right?
But they did it with Muncy.
Sure.
Muncy was
But he was a middle
baseman.
infielder. He was second baseman, yeah.
But let's just say that Freddie does play till he's 40 because the Dodgers then would have to make a decision about Freddie.
Oh, Freddie can stay here as long as he wants.
Freddie is a hero of this franchise.
I believe he should stay here as long as he wants. I think I would like to see him retire as a Dodger.
They ran out Justin Turner. They
didn't run out Clayton Kershaw. No, I'm not saying.
Yeah,
I'm not
they
putting
pretty
those
much
on
benched him.
Yeah, but I'm not putting those on the same level. They gave him a contract every year. I want Freddie to get his 3,000th hit as a Dodger. And he's going to get 3,000 hits.
Here's the problem. If he's not hitting, the Dodgers are competing for a World Series every year. You don't want to be the Albert Pujols Angels, where you give him a long-term contract, he hits 210, and all you got out of it was his 500th home run. If Freddie continues to hit, I'm 100% with you.
By the way, he shows no signs of diminished skills. He's having a really good year. So right now, I wouldn't even think about it. He's under contract for next year. But if he plays like this next year, then I would want him back for another year.
Yeah,
because then it gets
I
the
think
same.
he will be back for another year. By the way,
you get the same thing though with Rushing. So let's just say Freddie does play till he's 40. So that's 4 more years.
Yep.
Rushing is playing 4 more years as a backup catcher, wasting probably the prime of his career.
Well, we got the Will Smith piece. John's Dr. John is concerned.
Well, Dr. Clapper's concerned. That should be more concerning to you than I'm concerned. When I asked Dr. Clapper the other day, this is exactly the way I worded it. I said, are you as worried about Will Smith as I am? And he said, yes. He goes, neck injuries are always serious, could require surgery. I think there's legitimate reasons to worry about Will Smith, especially this year, especially not coming back this season.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point he's gone for at least another month, is what Dave said. They are we don't know if it's a disc. We don't know if it's a nerve, a pinched nerve. We don't know if it's a muscle, a ligament, and we don't know anything. They don't tell us stuff. So we don't know the severity of the injury. For all we know, and I suggested this yesterday, maybe they're just saying, hey, we got Dalton rushing. He's young. He can carry us through the summer. Come back in August. Is that possible that that's what they're doing?
Yeah, but the fact that he is not even in a minor league rehab assignment, he's not hitting, he's not throwing, he's got a broken, I shouldn't use the word broken, but he's got a bad neck like you had for all those years.
No.
And you can speak to this better than I can. If your neck's off, your whole body's off.
No, your whole body's off. If your neck's off, it radiates down your, if you got a disc thing, it radiates down your arm. I mean, it's a rough situation. Now, they do have things like, epidural shots. I got a couple of them over the years. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't, but I'm sure they're doing stuff like that. By the way, Ohtani got an injection of a lubricant. This was in his knee. This was a couple of weeks back. This
is why he wasn't at the All-Star game.
Why he didn't go to the All-Star game. And a good sign, according to Dave, is that yesterday Shohei threw off the grass, off flat ground, which is great. The arm is fine. It's just going down the slope and planting his left foot that is the knee injury is affecting him. So doesn't affect his hitting, doesn't affect his running, throwing on flat ground, but
I would assume
coming down that slope, he's pounding into that left foot, and that's the knee.
I would assume it's kind of like when you walk downhill after a hike, where you get more of the pressure on your knees and your ankles when you're having to fight the gravity to stop yourself. I'm sure that's the pressure that comes when you land coming down on the slope of the hill.
Exactly.
Well, we brought this up yesterday too. When you're pitching, you're using those muscles on every pitch.
Right.
So if he's only hitting 4 times a game, I think that's doable. But if you ask him to pitch and his knee is bothering him, that's risky.
I mean, I think the upside of it is his arm is fine. It's not his arm. So I think that gives him a chance. Again, I think this also, I'm not saying there's nothing going on with Shohei, but it also can be, hey, it's the middle of the season. You're not going to win the Cy Young Award. You don't have enough innings. You've missed some starts. Let's just get you ready for October. Isn't that possible, too? Again, I don't put anything by the Dodgers for 2 reasons. One, they're 60-plus wins and close to, if not the best record in baseball.
They're tied for it.
There you go. And 2, it really doesn't matter till October for them. So that makes me wonder on every injury, and they don't tell us anything. The Dodgers are so, opaque when it comes to injuries. We just don't know exactly what's going on. They don't tell us much. So.
And did you see, this was Max Muncy. You forget about how many home runs he's hit. Passed Ron Cey on the Dodgers all-time home run list. By the way, do you know who Duke Snider has the most home runs for anyone in Dodgers history? Do you know who has the most home runs for L.A. Dodger history?
I am going to say it is Eric Karros.
It is. Okay. It's Eric Karros. He has 250.
Yeah.
I think postseason, for some reason, Max Muncy speaks in my mind. Just the amount of times he's played in the postseason.
Postseason. JT is also in my mind.
This past postseason.
That's an interesting question. Yeah. Who leads the Los Angeles Dodgers in postseason home runs? We'll have that for you coming up next. Plus, is who waiting for Anthony Davis or Kyrie Irving? We'll do that coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
In that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! so you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey, John Ireland here. Tired of watching life from the bench? It's time to get in the game. Globe Life is looking for people who want more than just a job. Set your schedule and help families protect what matters most. No experience? No problem. Training is provided, and you don't need anything to get started. It's not a desk job. It's a shot at building your legacy on your own terms. Your road to the championship starts at globelifecareers.com. Globe Life, official life insurance of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour weekdays starting at 2 p.m. Choose from 5-piece dumplings original or chili crisp or a spicy boom boom taco. Pair with your favorite premium one beverage, including our new strawberry watermelon lemonade refresher. Both for just $5 only at Waba Grill.
Welcome to Milagro Tequila, where the sun shines, good times roll, and tequila pours. Take a sip of sunshine this summer with Milagro Tequila, crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Shake up fresh margaritas with Milagro Silver. Mix the perfect paloma with Milagro Reposado, or enjoy the rich, smooth taste of Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Find Milagro at your favorite retailer, in-store and online. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
This is a special notice to U.S. taxpayers owing $10,000 or more to the IRS. Tax Relief Advocates is urgently notifying taxpayers that tax relief initiatives are now available that may significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe. If you're afraid of an IRS lien, levy, or wage garnishment, don't lose hope. You can now take advantage of these current relief programs to end all collections, reduce the amount you owe, and resolve your tax problem. Even if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are already in a payment plan, you may still qualify for significant relief. Struggling taxpayers can now get relief they need during these hard economic times. A hotline has been established by Tax Relief Advocates for you to call and see what you qualify for. They are A+ rated with the BBB and have over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Call 800-575-9087. 800-575-9087. That's 800-575-9087 or simply visit TRA.com.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
So that's why I deliver. Red light player. When the red light goes on, look out, I'm on it.
That's Steve Mason and John Ireland.
That's what they say is you're a red light player. Especially in Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah. No, I never played there.
Mason and Ireland. Right now.
Okay, Ireland, I'm going to do an impression for you. I want you to tell me where this comes.
Okay.
It's all about loyalty. It's all about honor. It's all about
Vin Diesel
family.
in the Fast and Furious movie.
There you go. Yeah.
But is it Batman doing Vin Diesel?
It's also Batman. It's all about loyalty.
So I love the Fast and Furious movies, John. I have
One on earlier today.
always a huge fan. Brian, do you watch them? Am, I imagine.
Oh, yeah. Very underrated.
Am, you're probably not a big fan.
I have seen portions of them, but I don't think I've ever sat down and watched all of it, but I'm not against it.
My favorite is when they go to space, when Ludacris
Oh,
somehow gets his car into space as part of the International Space Station.
As one does.
That's fantastic. So Christopher Nolan, who directed The Odyssey and Oppenheimer and Inception, all these great movies over the years, was sitting down with Stephen Colbert, and apparently Colbert had never seen a Fast and the Furious movie and listened to the terrible advice that America's greatest living filmmaker gives to Stephen Colbert.
Do you have guilty pleasures that might surprise people? Because I've been told that you're a fan of the Fast and Furious franchise.
I have no guilt about being a fan of the Fast and the Furious franchise.
I've never seen any of the movies.
Really?
And I really want to see them. And I was wondering if you would want to sit down with me and watch all of them in a row.
Wow. Yeah, no, absolutely, anytime. You've never seen any of them?
Is that a yes? Would you watch the Fast and Furious movies with me?
Yeah, I watch those movies all the time. I love them. I'm amazed you've never seen one of them. I would start with Tokyo Drift.
I would start with Tokyo Drift. That's like the worst Fast and the Furious movie. It's fantastically awful.
Nope. That movie's great. And here's why it's great. The lead actress in that movie might be the best looking woman ever to be in a movie. She cannot act.
Oh.
She's a terrible actress.
Oh, wow.
But she's
do
so good.
Do you remember who it is?
I have no idea what her name is.
Okay.
Emily will look it up.
Yeah, we'll find it.
She was in they discovered her. She was in a Bruno Mars video. And they said, get that girl. And so she's in Tokyo Drift. And so that carries the movie.
Here's the big problem I have with this it's Dom, the Vin Diesel character, makes a brief appearance
at the end.
But otherwise, it has nothing to do with Fast and the None of the rest of the Fast and the Furious people are there.
Who's the good-looking Asian dude in the Fast and the Furious movies?
That is...
He's a big part of Tokyo Drift.
Is that, I think it's Soon Kang?
Yeah. He's a big part of Tokyo Drift.
Are you talking about Neela Ezar? I just typed in
No, her name is Natalie.
Natalie
something.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Natalie Kelly.
Look at that girl, Natalie Kelly.
Okay, I'm gonna look her up.
Just look at her. I mean, I have no idea if she's still acting, who she is, but she just every scene she's in, you can't take her.
Okay,
eyes
so
off.
I'm gonna float something out there to you, John.
Yeah.
And she is beautiful. There are beautiful women in most movies. Like most movies come complete.
And in all of the Fast and the Furious movies, they are.
So, don't you judge it as a movie? Like, who's there are beautiful women in everything. Michelle Rodriguez.
She's great.
I'm trying.
Well,
to
Jordan Brewster's in a lot of the early ones. Charlize Theron's in a lot of the. And so is Natalie Emanuel from Game of Thrones.
Natalie Emanuel, yeah, she's beautiful. So, is it just based on her beauty
Gal
and
Gadot,
not based on the movie?
Right. Gal Gadot was Wonder Woman, right?
Woman, right.
Yeah, she's in the Fast and Furious movies.
Okay, but But in other words, you are just there for this Natalie person.
Yep.
And you don't really care how the
and
movie
Little
is.
Bow Wow has a good part in that movie.
Little Bow Wow is in the movie. Yes, that is.
So John is like, but Mason's argument is that the hotness rating of all these movies is relatively similar across the board.
Every movie's got hot women.
I agree.
And then the story separates it for Mason, but the story for you, John, does not separate.
I liked Tokyo Drift. The story is kind of Karate Kid-esque.
Yeah, I just don't think I don't think it has much to do with Fast and the Furious. Every other movie is completely different. This one, all of a sudden, they're just floating their cars around. Isn't it Lucas
Black.
Lucas Black from
who was in Friday
Night
Night Lights and was in 42.
Yeah,
Pee-wee Reese in 42.
To me, it just has nothing to do with the actual series. So Chris Nolan, you can trust him on everything except his view of Fast and the Furious
movies. I will say that I think the highest rated, like across the board, of the Fast and Furious, what I've heard is Fast 5.
Fast 5 is
great. But I've heard there's a lot of Tokyo Drift fans out there.
Including me.
No.
I will say in 30 minutes when we have Sports Graffiti, if you are a stan of a certain Fast and Furious movie, let us know. And especially if you're a Tokyo Drift fan.
I'm a big fan. What are we on? 10
now. 10 Fast X.
And then 10B is still to come.
All right, Mace, the YouTube chat's coming for you.
Oh, God.
From Foxhound Knight.
Yep.
Tokyo Drift is legit the best one because it mainly is about the race and the cars and not a bald fraud going around saying family and jumping onto helicopters and tanks.
It's not about...
You're right, Foxhound Knight.
How can it be part of the series when it's only got like one or two guys that are hanging around? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Which one has the train scene? The one where they have to like get
drive
the car
onto
the train?
That's later. That's after
Fast
Tokyo
5?
Drift.
Yeah, my favorite is
Mace.
My favorite is car parachutes, though. Car parachutes,
rule,
awesome. Yeah,
the Fast and Furious movies are good.
They are good. I love them. Although
like
I'll be honest with you,
I'll always throw it on.
Did you see 10A? I think it's the first of 10.
I think it's just Fast X.
Okay, Fast X.
Yeah.
Fast 10.
Yes.
But there's a second part of Fast 10 coming.
Sure.
Because at the end of Fast 10, BC, did you see Fast 10?
I have not seen Fast 10.
Okay.
Sorry.
Everybody's like almost dead at the end of Fast 10, and you got to wait and see what happens.
What's the last one with Paul Walker?
That is, that might have been Fast 5.
Faster and Furiouser?
Faster and even more furious, yes.
The one with Paul Walker and Tyrese Gibson with Eva Mendes is a good one too. Whatever that one is.
So I'll tell you a funny Tyrese Gibson story. I was over at Channel 5. This was a few years back.
Back in the day?
And it was when I was big into box office, and they would have me over there to do a summer movie preview. And Tyrese was there because there was a Fast and Furious movie coming out. So somebody brought out a really fancy-ass car. I don't know if it was a Maybach or something, spectacular, right, for the shot. Somehow Tyrese got into his head that the guy who has the car wanted his autograph on the car. And so he signed Tyrese in gigantic letters on the hood of the car. And then the driver of the car was like, what the hell are you doing? And Tyree said, I thought you wanted my autograph. He said, not there. So that was my Tyree story. He's a funny guy, though. Very funny guy. It's Cosm Ticket Thursday. Listen all day long for your chance to win tickets to experience Cosm. See why it's one of the most immersive ways to watch sports. I would argue the most immersive way to watch sports and entertainment. Feel like you're right in the middle of the action with Cosm's shared reality experience. Visit Cosm.com for more information. That's COSM.com, and keep on listening for your chance to win. So there are reports out there, Ireland, that you know who is apparently waiting to see if anybody will trade for Kyrie Irving or Anthony Davis. Is that the speculation out there that you're hearing?
I have heard that. I just don't think Kyrie Irving or Anthony Davis is going to be traded.
No.
Kyrie more likely than AD. I don't know why the Wizards would trade AD, but they've got him under contract. And Kyrie's maybe Dallas is building the team around Cooper Flagg so they would consider trading Kyrie.
Right. And
but you'd have to give up a ton to get him.
Kyrie's
he makes
coming
a ton
off
of money.
Knee surgery, right?
Yeah, bad knee surgery.
I think this stuff is pie in the sky that's being floated around.
Well, you've guaranteed he's going to Miami.
I know he's going to Miami. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
He's in the DR right now. I think that's pretty close to Miami. Right? The DR is closer to Miami than it is to Cleveland.
Than it is anywhere else,
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
All right, coming up next for you. Okay, this is a legit question. I brought it up yesterday. Nobody gave me a straight answer. I'm going to bring it up again today.
I don't even know what the question is, and I promise I'll give you a straight answer.
Okay, I'll just give you the question. Who is the fifth starter for the Lakers this year? We'll do it next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
Did you ever go through a baby wipe phase? Used to keep the little tin on. Yeah, right there. Okay.
What?
Yeah, okay.
May or may not be some in my bag right now.
There you go.
Oh, no, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm not a big
I don't
toilet
judge.
paper guy.
Oh,
I just,
really?
just use wipes.
I thought the wipes were the closer.
No.
Right, that's
Yes,
right.
the closer.
The closer.
Yeah, you
I
can.
agree.
You
Yeah,
can.
okay. Starting
We
pitching,
went
then
too
you
deep
close out.
into this.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN.
The summer savings are heating up at George Chevrolet. Right now, save up to $11,000 off MSRP on select new 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 models. Visit George Chevrolet off the 91 Freeway, Lakewood exit in Bellflower, and GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Total discount includes $1,000 trade-in assistance for qualified buyers who traded a 2012 or newer vehicle, plus tax, title, license, registration, government fees, and $85 dealer dock fee. Not all customers qualify. Vehicles subject to prior sale. More than 5 available at this price. Offer ends 8/2/26. Call 866-949-4805 for details.
Hey, John Ireland here. Here in Los Angeles, our city water is loaded with chlorine and chemicals. That's why I got a Life Source whole house water system. It cleans and conditions water from every tap for healthier water with no salt and no regular maintenance. Upgrade your water and your life with Life Source. I did, and I'll never go back. Call the Life Source California factory today at 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. Life Source water, it's not just better, it's essential. Life Source, taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Summer's finally here, and we're kicking it off with a whole lot of free. Free brake pads with Duralast rotors. Free oil filter with 5 quarts of oil. Free Armor All wipes with Armor All glass cleaner, and more. More free, so you can have more summer. Celebrate free at AutoZone. Now through July 27th. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
Ultimately, Mason's a negative guy, man. You know, you just got to take it like that.
The biggest show on the radio.
Hey, by the way, I'm not a negative guy. I'm really a positive guy, just to be clear.
It doesn't sound like it to me.
Yeah.
Steve Mason and John Ireland right now.
By the way, we heard from Sean McVay there. Next Wednesday, Going to be at Rams training camp at LMU. Em will be there. I think Andy Kamenetsky is going to come
Well,
along.
the question is, will Aaron Donald be there?
Will Aaron Donald be there? Tonight is Rams revealed. Em, do you have any insight?
Could reveal something. But we'll
Something?
see. Something.
Are we allowed to say who we're going to talk to next Wednesday?
I would say let's not, just because we don't.
Okay,
It's there, but it's a big guy. It's
let's
a
just
very
say
big
It's
guy.
not confirmed.
Let's just say all the big names are coming to the show.
Yes.
Okay.
We will
good.
get a guy that you will be interested to hear. And so Brian played this coming in.
Yep.
It's been 16 years since One Direction was formed.
Now,
do you still listen to them, Em?
No, I mean they're no longer a band.
Is that the band Harry Styles was in?
Yes.
So he was one of the men in the band.
And
I
one of the
listened to
guys
Harry.
died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them died last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But they were all formed together because Simon Cowell put them together
Yep.
after the X Factor. They were all competing. And if you want a little laugh, just watch Harry Styles' X Factor audition because it's terrible.
Is it terrible?
He sings poorly.
Wow.
It
Wow.
sounds really bad, but he was like, "Oh, I work in a bakery," and then he has like a cute little haircut.
John, can
But,
you name One Direction song?
That's not One Direction song. Okay.
One Direction song. I think I have some in my phone, but I don't know
I
if I
have
can name
one that comes up in my
I'm just going to pull
playlist.
up my music library.
Yep.
And I'm going to type
Okay.
in One Direction, and I'll tell you what song I
Okay,
have. But
see
I
if
can't,
you've got.
I can't come up with that.
I've got one that I love.
Which is?
The Story of My Life.
Okay, that's a good one.
It's the story of my
My
life.
life, okay,
I love that song. That's
Yeah?
a great one.
The Night Changes is a really good one. Just how fast the night changes.
It's interesting
Oh,
that
you know what? I have One Republic. I don't have One
That
Direction.
is different.
it's so different.
Yeah.
yeah, so different. But I mean, you have one.
But the famous one is "That's What Makes You Beautiful."
Oh, I
Yeah,
have
that
that.
one.
I have
Oh.
that song in there, but it's from a guy on The Voice.
Okay, so a cover of the
cover,
One Direction
yeah.
song. Well, happy anniversary, One
Counting
Direction.
Stars is the
Yeah.
song I have from One Republic.
yes.
Okay.
That's Ryan Tedder, I believe.
Yes, and they also sing that
Different
song on Top Gun Maverick,
Yes.
the one
that's
they're
right.
playing football with.
So on that subject, join DeMarco, Travis, and Trudell in Santa Monica this afternoon from 3 to 6 at the broadcast leading into State of the City from Realignment to Renaissance. Celebrate the excitement leading up to Super Bowl 61 with giveaways and entertainment and activities and local partners and more. For more information, visit ESPNLA.com. Click the Santa Monica State of the City banner. All right, I want to play something, John.
You want me to answer your question from before?
Let me give a little color to it.
Okay.
This is something I picked up from Jovan Buha, who has the same question about the Lakers and their wings.
The Lakers have now really invested in the wings in terms of just wing by committee and trying to cycle in a bunch of dudes. We've talked about this in terms of like fantasy football, the tight end approach, where if you don't get the early tight end in your draft, you draft 2-3 tight ends or draft one tight end and then cycle through a couple others. And it's like, you're hoping one of those guys hits. That's kind of what the Lakers are doing here. Jake, you wonder about his shot. There's still an unproven nature with Jake, his offensive confidence. Zaire has been in Brooklyn, which was not a competitive situation. So you wonder about how does he fit in a competitive environment. Vando, it's like, can he get back to being who he was 2-3 years ago? Adu and Carr, it's about those guys continuing to develop, show progress. Matisse, I think, is a fully formed product. I would argue he is a better defender than all those guys, just straight up. And he's also the best three-point shooter, arguably. He is who he is, and that's not going to change. So there's a nice certainty in that, of a stability of, you know what you're getting with Matisse Thybulle. The big question is, can he stay healthy?
Okay, so a bunch of different names there. Again, the starters clearly Luka, Austin, Walker Kessler, and then everybody has got in pen Quentin Grimes. He mentioned a bunch of other names: Zaire Williams, Jake LaRavia, Cameron Carr. He didn't mention Vanderbilt as not a non-factor. But if you were to look at who the fifth starter is for the Lakers, John, who do you think it should be, will be?
If the season started today, I think that just by default,
I agree with you, by the way. Go ahead.
Mamuskelashvili has to start because you need his size. You're too small if you start Grimes and Thybulle.
Yeah, I agree.
In other words, you would have a whole bunch of guys around 6'5".
Thybulle's really a 2.
Right. And so, but here's the name to watch for me.
Yeah.
Thero.
If
Thero can play defense and play at a high level, he has a really good motor.
Yep.
I think then maybe you think about starting him. But if you're looking for size, you got to start Mamu. Who would you start?
I'd start LaRavia.
Well, he might because JJ loves him.
Yeah, JJ loves him. Played 82 games last year. You know, he's not the most talented guy in the world, but he always looks like he's working harder than everybody else on the floor.
Right.
He gets perfect attendance.
Great effort guy. Yeah, and he shows up for work every day. That's something. Unlike the Jake LaRavia of ESPN LA.
Not that this means anything, but he's a great guy.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, he's very well liked in the locker room, and that's very possible. It could be.
John, did you just
LaRavia.
see that he says that he thinks that he is the Jake LaRavia
I'm the
of
Jake
ESPN
LaRavia of ESPN LA.
That's
well,
the
you
least
can't.
true.
Effort guy.
You're not a good shooter.
Show up to work every day.
No,
every day that I'm supposed to be working.
You would be the Anthony Davis of ESPN LA.
You think so?
When you work, you're good. You just never work.
Well, don't say I never work.
But you work less than anyone else that works here.
Who is the Jake LaRavia? Is it like
Travis?
Travis
is a good.
I was like, Andy Kamenetsky's here a lot, and he's asked to do a lot of things, and all over puts in some minutes here, puts in some minutes there.
Yeah, Andy's. Let's see, who is Andy on the Lakers? that's what we're doing. I would say Andy is the.
Is he a Duthiero?
No, Andy would be. Yeah, Andy.
Andy would be Grimes. No, Andy would be Matisse Thybulle. He's not a starter.
Yeah. Travis would be LaRavia.
He'd be LaRavia.
And Andy,
I'd be Luka.
No, because Luka plays.
Who's going to be Luka?
I'm Austin.
Okay.
You're Austin. That's your guy.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Is Cappy Luka?
No.
Is
Sedano would think he's Luka.
Oh, yeah. Sedano is already claiming this mantle of being Luka. The Luka of ESPN LA.
Maybe Chris thinks he's Luka?
Luka. Chris Morales thinks he's Luka.
Yeah, then Morales and Sedano would fight over that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you this. There are brand new renderings of Kansas City's new football stadium, and it has a roof. And we've seen this happen in other places, obviously places like Minnesota where they now have a stadium with a roof where sometimes they used to play outdoors. Green Bay is obviously like this. Buffalo is putting in a partial
Green Bay is not
roof.
like that. Green Bay does not have a roof.
No, they're outside. I was naming the outside people. And Buffalo is building a stadium where the fans are covered, but the field is not. Do you think, John, that teams benefit from having a cold stadium in wintertime, or are they better off with a roof?
I've always felt if I was a cold weather city, I would not put a roof on because it would give me an advantage that other teams don't have. So if the Rams come in or the Seahawks come in or the Cardinals come in or the Cowboys come in, they're not going to be used to playing in freezing cold temperatures.
Right.
So I think that's why the Jets and the Giants play in a stadium with no roof. Patriots, no roof.
Right.
But I also think, you're a season ticket holder. You don't really have to worry about weather because you go to Rams games. But if you were a season ticket holder in Ohio for like the Bengals or the Browns, wouldn't you kind of want comfort?
Frankly, I don't know if I would be a season ticket holder in Cleveland or in Cincinnati.
Right, because of that.
That's rough. You're paying a lot of money for tickets. You want there to be some level of comfortability.
I
think the way the Chiefs are doing it is smart because then you have the option to close it if it gets freezing cold.
Right.
I argue, though, that the weather affects both teams.
Sure.
Like you saw the Bills
but
lose
Emily,
against the Bengals.
if I practice in it and you don't, that gives me an edge.
But on the day of, it's still negative 36 degrees, and everybody's going out there. It hurts your bones.
You
the
don't
same
believe
way.
it's a benefit that you live at that temperature and somebody from some warm weather place is coming in to play?
From living in very, very cold places, it also might prevent you, in my experience, it also might prevent you from winning free agents.
Absolutely.
I don't want to play in the cold. I want to be able to train all year round. I want to have that. I think that
another reason for a roof. Yeah.
I think it is a mythical advantage. I don't think it's actually that much of an advantage for the home team.
I disagree. I actually think the Rams, if that game against Philly a couple years ago, NFC Championship game, if that game had been at SoFi, I think the Rams would have won it.
But also,
instead,
the Eagles stalled out in the
snow.
second half when the snow started as well, and the Rams started to come back, actually.
Yeah, but lost.
But the Rams won a playoff game in Chicago in the cold.
Yeah, no, it can absolutely be done. But I do think she's saying it's not really an advantage. I do think it's an advantage if you live at 32 degrees and somebody lives at 70 comes to town.
It's a disadvantage for both teams. I think it's a bad thing for both teams playing this cold. I think what we miss, though, is the traditional view of like watching football and a beast knowing. Like if you're not at the game, it's nice to know, oh wow, it feels like football weather. But I generally think it is a phantom advantage for the home team.
There are a couple of weeks a year back east for college football, for the NFL, when all the leaves turn.
Oh, yeah, the fall's fantastic.
Like that October stretch before you get to November, late September, early October, into the month of October. It is beautiful back east. Yeah. And it does feel like football weather.
And then it turns terrible for 6 months, and then you want to
it does.
move anywhere else, like Los Angeles.
That's one thing I do not miss about Ohio. I used to hate scraping your windshield. John, stuff you've never done. Scraping your windshield, rushing out to the car, turn it on, turn the heat on, run back into the house, and wait for it to warm up.
I think out of habit, I still have a scraper in my car.
Do you really?
I think out of habit, I just never took it out. I think I was taught by my parents, always have the scraper, always have all these things. And so I think I still have it in my car.
Yeah, bags of salt. I remember bags of salt, throwing it all over the sidewalks, trying to deal with the ice. Speaking of ice, that was a perfect segue. Good for me. We're going to do some icebreakers coming up next. Emma's got stuff to throw at us, and we'll see if we can figure out who she's talking about. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
If I'm Derek Carr, and I want to win a Super Bowl before I'm done.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
How about this? You look at Stafford's record, you look at how Stafford plays and the amount of time that he misses, which is very, very minimal, and you say, hey, look, if you're the Rams and you don't have what you call a viable backup quarterback, why would you not at least knock on the door of Derek Carr? Now you've got a 34-year-old veteran quarterback who's started probably a couple hundred games in his career. And now, Ty Simpson, you're our third-string quarterback, and Stetson Bennett, in theory, could be the odd man out. But if backup quarterback is a critical position for the Rams because of Stafford's age and injury history, then getting a real backup quarterback, someone with real experience, might be on the Rams' radar.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Mike, I've been around a lot of teams, and what you've built at Rotolo Chevrolet, it just feels different.
Travis, I appreciate that. It all starts with believing in our people. If you empower them, they'll do right by the customer.
And that's where the culture comes from.
Exactly. We don't just sell cars. We focus on giving customers what they want and making it a great experience.
That's why people like me keep coming back. I've been here 3 times.
That's the win for us. I get to keep seeing you. Long-term relationships, not just transactions.
Rotolo Chevrolet, #1 for a reason.
Guys, Pizza Hut takes me back old school. Birthday parties, Little League, Friday nights, there was always something special about the Hut. Now, celebrate again with Pizza Hut's new throwback value menu. Iconic favorites like a personal pan pizza, breadsticks, and a 2-liter soda starting at just $4. Feed the family with the original stuffed crust pizza, $11.99 for a 1-topping medium. Try new additions like triple cheese, mac and gooey s'mores sticks. Go to pizzahut.com or order now on the Pizza Hut app.
Rich Eisen here with some advice. If high-interest credit card debt is grinding you down, it might be time to call an Audible with a SoFi personal loan. It consolidates your debt into one low monthly payment with no fees required. And with as soon as the same-day funding, you can make the right play fast. Call an Audible on your debt today at SoFi.com/debtplay. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debtplay.
Drip Drop is doctor-developed, proven fast hydration that helps your body and mind work better. Trusted by firefighters, medical professionals, and over 90% of top college and pro sports teams. Drip Drop is engineered to hydrate faster and more effectively than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks. Stock up now at dripdrop.com and use promo code RADIO20 for 20% off your first order. That's dripdrop.com, promo code RADIO20.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right, that's right, the big voice guy.
Listen to Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka, your fit-friendly vodka with no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers, presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
here's where we stand on July 23rd. We've got the others still in the lead with 34 points. We've got John in second with 28 points. And Mason Bryan, you got 6 points. Come on, guys. Let's go. All right, here is...
Not a double day, though.
The start. It is not a double day.
All next week.
Okay.
So for 10 points, I was born in 1947, and I was given a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1975, and I have been parodied on SNL.
Parodied on SNL. Okay.
For 9 points, I have appeared in commercials for Uber Eats and Doritos. I have also appeared as myself on the show The Nanny.
Don't know.
For 8 points, I am a 2-time Oscar winner, and my Oscar wins came 25 years apart.
Oh, God, I should know this. 25 years apart.
Would you like me to continue?
Yeah, give me one more.
For 7 points, my middle name is Hercules. And I once in the 1970s said that if I ever had a daughter, her name would be Umbrella.
Umbrella.
I mean, that's a beautiful name for a young lady.
Yeah, sure it is.
Umbrella.
His middle name is Hercules.
Or 6 points.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga is the godmother to my sons, and I have an EGOT.
She's only got one Oscar.
For 5 points, I have made 31 studio albums alongside 5 live albums.
Ireland.
16. Go ahead.
I'm going to take a shot here.
Go ahead.
Elton John.
That is correct. It is Elton John. Elton Hercules John is the name he gave himself. His name is
anybody
Reginald
get
Hercules.
this stuff?
Because of the Lady Gaga thing.
Yeah.
You knew Lady Gaga? Oh, and his Oscars were obviously for songs.
It was
that's right.
for The Lion King and then again for Rocket Man. So that was 25 years apart. The next one, I think you would have gotten, Mason. A biopic about my life came out in 2019.
Yeah, been fun,
and I was close friends with Princess Diana and Freddie Mercury. And I think from then on, we would get it all. Congratulations, John.
Way to
you
go,
got
John.
5 points.
All right. Icebreakers brought to you by Blue Ice Vodka, America's largest potato vodka, double gold rated. 64 calories an ounce. Blue Ice Vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
So, John, we've been operating under the premise that Shohei Ohtani is going to win another MVP award this year. Offensively, he's been really solid. He's not having a 50-50 year.
He's not. Have you been paying attention to what's going on with the stats in the National League?
I have. In fact, so has David Schoenfeld. Here's a little bit. He says PCA, Pete Crow Anderson, is Armstrong is the guy who could win. Listen.
When you break it down, as hitters, it's almost identical, right? PCA, 285, 384, 521. Ohtani, 287, 394, 531. So, in a way, it's PCA's defense versus Ohtani's pitching. Right now, Baseball Reference has PCA 11 runs better than an average center fielder. Ohtani, meanwhile, in his innings, has saved 18 runs compared to an average pitcher. Pretty close. Obviously, if Ohtani starts pitching again, that'll ramp up and probably make him the favorite. But right now, I think it's PCA. And I think voters, if it's close, might want to give it to somebody else. Not that we're bored with Ohtani, but it's a little boring to give it to the same guy every year. So I absolutely think PCA is in this race, and I think it's pretty much a tie right now.
John, do you see it as a tie right now?
What I was thinking, and I made a mistake in my own mind, is that I forgot the Astros now play in the American League, right?
That is correct.
Because Yordan Alvarez is an absolute lock.
Oh, yeah, he's a beast.
He's a lock to win MVP. If the season ended today, he'd win the Triple Crown. And nobody's done that since Miguel Cabrera in 2012. But in the National League, it's more interesting. I kind of agree with what Schoenfeld said. If Shohei starts pitching again, it's not like PCA has Alvarez-type numbers.
No.
So I think if Shohei starts pitching again, I would tilt it toward Shohei. If he doesn't pitch again for the rest of the season, which is certainly possible, I think PCA can move in there. PCA is a Southern California guy, by
Yes,
the way.
he is. And it said he's talked crap about the Dodgers and Dodger fans.
I kind of like it. that he's not afraid of the Dodgers.
Now, it doesn't matter. Shohei's got a .179 ERA. Now, granted, he's not pitching right now. Maybe he'll come back and pitch. We hope he comes back and pitch. He's averaging 10 strikeouts per 9 innings. But Schoenfeld's case is that PCA's defense makes him a two-way player in that way. He is the best. He is the most elite outfielder in terms of defensive runs saved in the game, and that should count as much as Shohei pitching.
James Wood's also having a big year.
James
He's
Wood's
got
monster year. Yeah.
Super high OPS. I think he might even be leading the National League in OPS. And that seems to be the stat that people pay the most attention to these days. That and WAR.
That and WAR, yes.
And Wood's WAR is only Wood and Alvarez have WARs over 4. And then I think Camanero's in there too. But, PCA is 6. So his WAR is 6.
Do you have Shohei's in front of you?
I can look it up.
Yeah, because Shohei, I think that's even a wash. I listened to Buster Olney's podcast. According to Fangraphs, it's Pete Crow Armstrong 5-8 and Shohei 6 wins. And according to Baseball Reference, it's 5.6 for Ohtani and 5.6 for Pete Crow Armstrong. So it's very, very close.
Both very close.
Yep.
And ESPN has PCA at 6. His WAR at 6, but they're close.
Yeah.
What's interesting to me and my thoughts on general MVPs across the board, across all the sports, is that in order to win MVPs in a row, I think you have to beat your previous self. Like, you have to be better than the MVP that was last year. So you're more not just competing against other people in your division and your league. It's also against your previous performance, which is why, John, you sent this about Cal Raleigh, about how he's kind of dropped off this season. He hasn't been what he was last year.
Off the face of the earth. I've never seen a drop-off like he's had.
Which makes me frustrated why I thought he deserved to be the MVP last year over Aaron Judge, because Aaron Judge is competing against his own MVP self, and I felt like last year he did not build enough off of that in order to earn another back-to-back MVP. I thought Cal Raleigh would never have this chance again. He had the best season a catcher has had in forever, and I think that should be rewarded than just awarding the person on paper that I think you have to beat your previous self, which is more difficult to get the MVPs over.
And this is why we talk, and Schoenfeld said at the end of that clip, generally MVP awards can be traveling trophies. The NBA certainly is. It's like, oh, it's his turn, or it's his turn to win. We see that all the time in the NBA. Major League Baseball, maybe they do the same thing. They may not have another chance to reward Pete Crow Armstrong, so why not do it now?
But I would argue that MLB of any of these sports tends to award the same guys multiple times in a row. Like, I think they look at stats basically only. They kind of avoid the context in which they exist in, and they just go by the best season on paper and then go with that person more than any other sport, I think, at least.
Mace, do you remember the name Josh Fields?
Yeah, he was a relief pitcher for the Dodgers.
Yeah. In 2016, the Dodgers traded for him.
Yep.
1-for-1 trade. They received Josh Fields. They sent Yordan Alvarez to Houston. That may be the only time Andrew Friedman has a complete whiff. If you look at like the guys Andrews traded over the years, 90% of the time those guys didn't amount to anything.
Although, the other guy they missed on was Miguel Vargas, who's an all-star this year.
Yeah, but they would no room for him. Where would he play?
No, but I'm just saying, if you're talking about good players that they traded away.
Yeah, but if let's say you had him, where would you play him?
Well, no, but that wasn't the point, was it? The exercise, where Yordan Alvarez, where'd you put him?
Well, you teach him to play first.
Right. I mean, you teach somebody to play a particular position. Right. But if you're talking about just a talent, Yordan Alvarez, absolutely. Second, Miguel Vargas, who was an MVP or an all-star for the White Sox this year, is having a really good year. Those are the only two guys I can think of that Andrew Friedman has traded away that turned into
And
I don't think we're going to regret
if you had
Vargas.
Alvarez, you wouldn't have needed to sign Kyle Tucker.
That is true.
He would be where Kyle Tucker is.
They generally make the right decisions. They know what is going on. They know what's going on. All right, so we are. By the way, Cal Raleigh, what is going on?
What could have possibly happened to him? It's like he went through some. It's like that movie Space Jam when the Monstars took all of Patrick Ewing's talent. Somebody came and took all of Cal Raleigh's talent. He went from MVP caliber to a guy who probably should be benched.
Yeah,
I also know he had some injuries this year as well, and maybe it's the long season that he had to play last year, the extra time in the postseason. Catchers also can go like spoiled milk.
Yep, where you wear down as a catcher, absolutely. He's no feel for the strike zone this year. His strikeout rate is way up. So
yeah, I would rather him have been the MVP than that bum Aaron Judge.
That's right. You are not an Aaron Judge fan.
He's not a bum. Well, Aaron Judge isn't going to be the MVP this year.
Nope, not this year.
Yeah, definitely not. He's missed too much time.
All right.
Cal Raleigh, by the way, you guys, is batting 163 with 10 home runs and 35 RBIs.
Yeah.
Last year, he was an MVP candidate.
And hit 60 bombs.
Yeah.
Yep.
So weird.
All right. We're going to do some sports graffiti. 877-710-ESPN. We talked about a bunch of interesting stuff today. Who would the Lakers' fifth starter be if you had your depth chart in front of you? Maybe you have a depth chart at home. Tell us who is the fifth starter for the Lakers. Are you concerned? How concerned are you? What's your concern level on Will Smith? What do you think of Dalton Rushing and his saltiness? Get the F back. Last night, yelled at a Phil. What about roofs at stadiums? Do you think there's an advantage to playing in cold weather? Would Kansas City be smarter to have an outdoor stadium? Would Buffalo be smarter to have an outdoor stadium? That kind of stuff. LeBron, if you want to mention him, you can. 877-710-ESPN.
Fast and Furious.
What's that? Oh, and Fast and Furious. Yeah, which is the best Fast and Furious movie?
Tokyo Drift.
And Tokyo Drift sucks. If you want to back me up on that, 877-710-ESPN.
Sucks. What's wrong with you?
Sucks. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to tell you about Jacob Emrani, a guy that we absolutely trust. I called Jacob from the scene of an accident 2 years ago. I called him while I was still in the car. He guided me through the whole process, the taking of the pictures and the don't say anything to the other driver. And
by the way, Mace, it doesn't have to be a car accident. Like I was talking to Jacob the other day.
Yep.
Electric scooters are all over the city now. And if the driver doesn't see you and runs into you or causes an accident, that's when you call Jacob at 800-345-6789. You may have an actionable case, even against an electric scooter.
And here's the thing. If you've got something, even if your case is with another attorney right now, call Jacob for a second opinion. 800-345-6789. You don't pay Jacob unless you win. 800-345-6789. Or remember, call jacob.com, Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Hey! Tame Impala. I like Tame Impala.
I like the name Tame Impala.
Tame Impala, the song, and then Dracula.
Is Tame Impala a person? Is it like the group name?
Group. I have no idea. I just know that I like this song, and I know that Tame Impala is the artist.
Yeah. Is this like the guy singing right now? Is he Tame Impala?
Like Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yes.
See, that's a confusing one because he's like, I'm not Hootie. We're just called Hootie and the Blowfish.
Tame Impala.
There's someone that has to be Hootie, and then other people have to be the Blowfish.
You would think.
Good, right?
I don't know if Mr. and Mrs. Impala named their son or not, or Tame, I should say.
I mean, maybe he, drove a nice Impala, and it's like, it was a Tame Impala. Calm Impala.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
The summer savings are heating up at George Chevrolet. Lease a new 2026 Chevy Equinox LT for just $259 per month for 36 months and just $4,080 due at signing. Visit George Chevrolet off the 91 freeway, Lakewood exit in Bellflower, and GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Offer on approved credit through GM Financial and requires a current Chevy lease and household, plus tax, title, license, registration, government fees. Down payment includes $85 dealer dock fee. Vehicle subject to prior sale. More than 5 available at this price. Offer ends 8/2/2026. Call 866-949-4805 for details.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And yes, it's sports graffiti time. 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland. And of course, on Sports Graffiti, we take your calls. And if you're calling into 877-710-ESPN and you're calling into LA's mega sports station, ESPN LA, you're calling in on the Hard Rock Hotline. The Hard Rock Hotline, made possible by Hard Rock Casino Tajon. bringing you Sports Graffiti today.
Experience gaming, dining, and live entertainment at the easiest drive from downtown L.A. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You get to talk to Mason and Ireland during Sports Graffiti, and we know everybody loves Mason and Ireland. Let's do it. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. The Hard Rock Hotline is open, and let's start out with Brian in East L.A. Brian, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, man?
Hey, guys. I know Mace really likes to talk about the song of the summer, so I wanted to ask you, what do you think is the song of the summer? I personally think it's Drake's Janice STFU, but what is your opinion?
Okay, it's a good question. Are we far enough in the summer to know what the song of the summer is? I can't
Probably
think of
not.
anything.
I think not yet. Nothing
Anything
comes to my
burning?
mind.
Anything? No? Who's got stuff out now? Oh, you know who's got stuff? Madonna. She's got stuff out. But I don't think that's song of the summer material.
Well, Madonna lost me when she started showing up for 8 o'clock concerts at 11
Yeah,
o'clock.
it's so
at
lame.
night.
So lame. Let's go to Dave. She was on time for the World Cup
she
halftime
had
show.
to be.
Let's go to David in Belmont. David, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, man.
Hey, how's it going? I just got a couple things. So, Fast and the Furious, basically, it's just a remake of Point Break.
No question.
If you really think about it, just like Avatar's a remake of Pocahontas. I want to say Lakers are going to be a lot better this year, and I'm really, really finally happy that the Raiders finally seem like they have a good front office and a direction. It's been missing.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you make sure you're higher on the Raiders than I am.
I am high on the Raiders. I
still
love
think
Clint
the Raiders
Kubiak.
finished dead last in the AFC West.
Fernando Mendoza, Rookie of the Year. I think he's going to have a great year.
Hope so.
Let's go to. Oh, is there something else in there? Oh, yeah. It is a remake of The Wild Bunch. That is. It's a remake of The Wild Bunch. It's a remake of Point Break. That's what Fast and the Furious is. Those movies are the same movies for all intents and purposes.
I think they're great.
Yeah, they're terrific. Let's go to Perry in Bakersfield. Hey, Perry, what's up?
Guys, I love you. I want to make, and I know, John, this will make you happy, a proposed NBA rule change on the technical foul. It is such a joke to be able to watch a game and have the best player kicked out. It's irresponsible of the league. It's not right. And so, in my opinion, just like hockey, you can get 5 minutes for fighting. You should be able to stay in a game for just making an argument with the ref or engaging with fans there. And so my proposal would be, no matter if the Lakers had the ball, if Luka got a technical foul for arguing, it would be one shot and now the ball to the opponent. And each additional technical foul is 2 shots plus 1. You get the ball, 3 shots, but he's never out. And if you want to make it really interesting, you get 5 minutes where you can't play in the game. But you can't kick out the best player of the game.
I've been trying to get Mason to come around on this for years. He won't do it.
Yeah, not going to work. I don't think. By the way, how many Lakers fouled out last year, do you think?
But not very many. Maybe 3.
2.
Yeah.
Jackson Hayes, Jared Vanderbilt, only guys to foul out. I think that the easiest way to deal with technical fouls is to shut up. That's the easiest way to deal with them. But
I think the odds are that that's going to happen.
Zero.
Yeah.
These guys never committed a foul. Let's go to Mario in Sun Valley. Mario, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, man.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just calling because I think you're wrong. I think Tokyo Drift is like the best
Mario.
Furious movie out of the
That's
whole
what I'm
series.
talking about. Come on, Mace.
Because it basically lays out what happens to Han later on in the movies and how he dies. So it all connects together.
Yeah, okay. I understand your take. It's just wrong. I don't see how it connects. It's like
I've never seen it, so I don't know why you're looking at me.
It's kind of out. I'll give you that, Mace. It is kind of outside of the structure of the other Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, it doesn't follow the same.
Is it
formula.
like a bottle episode, but it's a movie?
That's a bottle episode. Kind of. Yeah. Let's go to James in Pasadena. James, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, man.
Hey, guys. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
I just wanted to share about Dalton Rushing and his sassiness. One of my favorite sports quotes is from our friend Colin, which is, "You will be tolerated until you can be replaced."
Yeah, that
You
wasn't
can't replace
Colin.
him.
That was Paul Brown, the owner of the Cincinnati Bengals. But go ahead.
But I'm sure Colin used it.
Yeah.
And we can't replace him. at the moment. So he's going to be our catcher. We're going to have to deal with the sassiness.
Well, do you like you
Billy Smith
use the
comes
word
back.
sassiness? Do you like the sassiness? Does every team need somebody with a sassy guy?
You don't need them, but I don't
Exactly.
mind them.
I like them when they're on my team.
Right.
Okay, there you go. Like
You know, it's like when Patrick Beverly played for us. You want him, but the other team hates him.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Draymond Green's like that, you know.
Let's go to Cameron in Lake Forest. Hey, Cameron, what's happening, man?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, I'm the Mr. 57-win Laker prediction yesterday.
Oh,
So,
57
Mace,
wins.
If the Raiders go, if you're right about the Raiders 9-8 or 10-7, which team would be more? Which team had a better successful season? And Fast Five is the best movie.
Fast Five?
Yeah,
is
Fast
the
Five
best
is
movie.
Fast Five is very good.
I'm trying to think what the rest of that was.
So if Lakers get to 57 wins,
Yep.
is that more impressive than the Raiders getting to 10-7 or 9-8?
Oh, that's interesting.
What is more
would
impressive?
be
About the same.
Yeah, it's about the same. 57 wins is so
I
many
think the Lakers
wins.
have a better chance to get to 57 wins than the Raiders do to get to 10.
So then it would be a greater accomplishment for the Raiders to win 10, right?
Yeah. They're not going to.
No, they're going to win 9. They're going to win 9.
I don't think they're going to do that
That's
either.
my team. I was right about the Bears. I'm right about the Raiders. Trust me. Let's go to Kenneth in Pasadena. Kenneth, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, man.
Hey guys, quick thing. As far as WNBA, I hear Caitlin Clark has one more technical or something, and she's kicked out.
Yep.
But they were talking to one of the stars in the game, and they asked her about transgenders playing in female sports. And am I crazy? Why would we even let that happen? They showed one girl playing. A guy was on the other team playing volleyball. He spiked the ball so hard, hit her in the face, that she had to be in the hospital.
Okay.
Man.
Does this have any? But this doesn't have anything to do with the WNBA, right?
Well, they asked her about it, and she. Just,
I did see. I saw this. Yes, I did see this.
I think wasn't it Sophie Cunningham
Yeah, it was.
they
It
asked
was
about
Sophie
it?
Cunningham, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was Caitlin Clark. I think it was Sophie Cunningham. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Oh, so, Mate, you want to hear something funny?
Yes.
You know Beto hates sports graffiti.
Oh, well.
He's never liked it. He hates it.
Yeah.
So he's actually in the YouTube chat.
Which is funny because all of his post games for the Lakers is just taking calls.
Yeah, he does the same thing
right.
we
That's
do.
all he does is take calls.
He says
Beto
that-
wouldn't have a show without calls.
Yeah, he says we're 0 for 6 today. He says that all 6 calls have been terrible.
Is that our fault or is that the caller's fault? Come on,
Well,
guys.
and plus, it's not. It's the caller segment. They can do whatever they
the
want.
people deserve the right to speak their mind on the rate. This is our giving them an opportunity.
And by the way, if you're wondering why Beto never fills in on this show, that's why we can't do sports graffiti if Beto fills in.
Oh, that's right.
He'll
That's
just
right.
crap all over it.
Damn, Beto. Let's go to Sean in Lomita. Sean, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, man.
Hey, guys. Welcome to the dog days of summer. I got a pretty fun idea. See if you guys like this. How about if you two go back to when you started watching baseball?
Okay.
For instance, I'm about your age. I started watching early 70s. And pick your all-time all-star team. For instance, I'd have like George Brett at third base. But my opinion wouldn't be as good as yours. I'd like to hear you guys do that. You guys could take turns picking, but I think it'd be pretty fun to
Okay, so
go over with your opinion.
describe the premise one more time. It's guys we grew up watching?
Yeah.
An all-star team.
For baseball.
Okay.
Or all sports.
Yeah. Like I remember, I'm not quite sure. Do you know, John?
Do I know
Beto's
what?
right about this one. Beto's correct.
Yeah. I'm writing a note to Beto in the chat right now.
Yeah, there you go.
I will say, all-star sports. Let's be a little more specific with these questions. Maybe.
Right. I mean, there are a lot of ball players that, because I traded baseball cards when I was a kid, that I loved, even though I hardly ever saw him. So I think, you know who one of my favorite players was? Oscar Gamble. Oscar Gamble was a fun player.
I think Jake LaRavia could be like that for somebody. You know, it's like in 15 years, people
Somebody's
will be like,
gonna say-
I liked late Jake LaRavia for the time that he was on the team. But
Exactly.
Because you had a rookie card or something.
Let's go to Scooter in L.A. Hey, Scooter, what's happening?
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
I just want to talk about, like, everybody's been down on Kyle Tucker and his signing, but one good pickup that Freeman made this year was signing the pitcher Eric Lauer. Is that his name? He's been solid for them, man. I mean,
8-0. Eric Lauer is 8-0.
Yeah. So I mean, he's not overwhelming, but like you said, John, they're 8-0 when he starts. So I mean, that's been a quietly good pickup for Freeman this year. It's kind of on the radar, but it's been a good pickup.
But Mason, you know what's weird about Eric Lauer is it seems like to me,
yep,
every time he pitches, he starts a game, he gives up a home run in the first 3 innings, and then he settles down. Yeah.
He's been a great pickup. One of the unsung heroes of this team with Snell down, with Glasnow down. He has stepped up and was a mess in Toronto, and they fixed him. That's why the reliever they picked up the other day, Seth Halverson, throws 98 miles an hour. I have a feeling that they are going to find a way to work him in. Whatever is broke is going to get fixed.
I was going to say, yeah, the stats don't look awesome outside of being able to throw that much. Like, his performance this year hasn't been awesome, but he has, like, 0 for 1, has a pretty high ERA. But, again, Dodgers pixie dust.
Right. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing with these guys. They see something, and they can fix you up once you get here. That's why players love coming to the Dodgers, by the way. Let's last call. Let's go to LD in Orange County. LD, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, man.
Gentlemen, I know the other day John disagreed with my take on Kuminga.
Okay.
Like, I have no problem with Kuminga, but here's my issue. Because, to me, how do you fall out of favor with Steve Kerr? That's one thing. But I want to run something by you, John, that I've been looking at.
Yeah.
Now, I know that we need to find a way to create some more cap space to bring in maybe one other player. Here's what I'm thinking, and tell me if you disagree. Okay, Jake LaRavia, Dalton Connect, second-round draft pick to a team that can absorb some of his salary, and I'd like to see us pick up Bruce Brown. I'll take your response.
Okay.
I would like to see us pick up Bruce Brown, too.
Great player for this team.
Why would the Nuggets do that?
What is in it for the Nuggets? Jake LaRavia, Jake LaRavia, Dalton Connect, and a second-round pick. Yeah, I think that's a non-starter.
Yeah.
I just don't think. I don't think that's happening.
Dynamite drop-ins today from everybody.
What's that?
Dynamite drop-ins today from everybody.
Yes, absolutely. So, John, this is so John of you. Found some marriage advice.
Okay, I think this is very interesting marriage advice. I want you to tell me whether or not you agree with it.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll do that coming up next. In the meantime, thanks for everybody calling in on the Hard Rock Hotline, brought to you by the Hard Rock Casino Tejon. Experience gaming, dining, and live entertainment at the easiest drive from downtown L.A. Got to be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Thanks for all the calls. A little mixed bag today. That's okay. We'll do it again tomorrow. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
And in Miami, at one time, at the Fontainebleau Hotel, they set up a wrestling ring.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
So I went down there to meet some buddies of mine, and Hervey, they're like, oh, dude, you're going to love Jason Hervey. He's the older brother from the Wonder Years, and he's a huge wrestling fan. So I meet him, and I was like, oh, man, I really wish I knew how to, be a pro wrestler. And he's like, oh, I do. I know how. I'm like, how's that? He goes, oh, I learned from the Von Erich brothers. I'm like, you're kidding me. He's like, no. So he takes me into the ring, and he starts beating the ever-living hell out of me. And I'm like, okay, well, now I want to body slam you, or I want to give you a belly-to-back souffle, or I want to give you a flare chop.
A souffle?
And, dude, he wouldn't let me do any moves on him. He's like, no, you're learning, so you have to be on the receiving end, not on the giving end.
Oh.
And so he was the giver, and I was the receiver.
Oh.
And I'll tell you right now, for about 20 minutes, he beat the ever-living hell out of me.
Wayne Arnold got you.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Welcome to Milagro Tequila, where the sun shines, good times roll, and tequila pours. Take a sip of sunshine this summer with Milagro Tequila, crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Shake up fresh margaritas with Milagro Silver. Mix the perfect paloma with Milagro Reposado, or enjoy the rich, smooth taste of Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Find Milagro at your favorite retailer, in-store, and online. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hi folks, it's Oral Hershiser, and I couldn't be prouder or more excited to introduce the new Oral Hershiser Chevrolet here in beautiful Chino. Chevrolet has been a part of America's story for over 100 years, built on grit, reliability, and doing things the right way. And that's exactly how we are going to earn your business at Oral Hershiser Chevrolet. So come on in, say hello, and let us earn your trust. Oral Hershiser Chevrolet. Bulldog tough, Chevy strong.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. Get a free oil filter and more during the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone, now through July 27th.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
Hi, this is Devontae Adams of your LA Rams. The biggest show on the radio, this is Mason in Ireland. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
So Ireland, according to who? Brian Cohen?
Google AI.
Google AI. This, at the moment, is the song of the summer.
Who is it?
Ella Langley. A song called Choosin' Texas. It has spent 14 weeks at #1 on the Billboard charts. First song by a female artist to simultaneously top the Billboard Hot 100 and the Country Hot 100.
Well, country music, as you know, in Idaho is very, very big. That's all anyone listens to here. So I'm sure I'll be hearing it soon.
I'm sure you're going to turn into an Ella fella. As
Is that
they
what
like
they
to
call themselves?
Oh, is that what the fans are called?
The boys of Ella Langley's fandom are calling themselves Ella fellas. They're look up Ella Langley. I think you might like her, John.
Oh, John. There you go.
Okay.
Is
There
she
we go.
hot? All right.
As the Ella fellas would say, yes.
Yes. All right.
Right up my alley.
Yes.
All right, so Mace, you mentioned that I found some marriage advice.
Yeah, and boy, we all need marriage advice. We need relationship advice all the time. I live and die with it, John. What did you find? What wisdom have you been able to figure out?
This might be, in all seriousness, the best piece of marriage advice I have ever heard.
Okay.
And when you hear it in the beginning, you'll think it's going one way, but it completely goes the other way at the end. This is a Boston College professor named Peter Kreeft. He's an older dude. He just lost his wife.
Okay.
And so he was doing a podcast, and the host asked him, what advice do you have for relationships and marriage? This is 1 minute of the best advice you will ever hear from a Boston College professor named Peter Kreeft. Here it is.
Do you think that when you are very old and your wife is very old and ugly and wrinkled and fat and not very bright or even nasty, that you will still find her beautiful? If so, marry her. The last view I had of my wife in the nursing home, about an hour after she died, I fell in love with her again. Here is a wasted, emaciated, wrinkled, suffering body. It's as beautiful as a crucifix. Because that body ain't going to last, but the soul is. So if you don't love her soul, but just love her body, don't get married.
Isn't that prophetic? If you're thinking about getting married, and you're marrying this woman, or if you're a woman, you're marrying this man because they're hot.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this as somebody who is a fan of hot girls, but that's the only reason you're doing it. It won't last. That guy's right.
Yeah.
You got to find your soulmate, don't you?
Is this breaking news, though? Like,
yes.
I
You
don't
live in
think
L.A.
To John, it's breaking news.
Okay. I'm going to say, I feel like
Emily,
this is
more
advice
than
I've heard a million
50%
times.
of marriages end in divorce. Why do you think?
Because people, money, children, all other life effects come and get between people.
Yeah. But, John, your point is, what you're taking away from this is you don't fall in love with the person, the body, the whatever. You fall in love with the soul. Is that
Correct.
your take?
That is what he's selling, and I'm buying it.
Now, has your soul, is it connected with Lisa's soul? Like, is that a permanent connection?
We are stuck. We are attached at the hip forever.
And as was described in that clip, when she's old, when she's wrinkled, when she's fat, when she's not that smart, you're still hanging in there.
I am, but the problem for her is that's probably going to be me.
Oh, yeah. Well, in my house, it's going to be me.
Yeah.
I mean, I got 10 years on one. I mean, at some point, he's going to be feeding me pudding.
Right. And I think that he will do. I know him, and I think he will do that.
He will. He'll happily feed me pudding or soup.
I feel
And maybe it is stating the obvious, but I
Yeah.
think a lot of people get married because they think, well, I can't let her go, or I can't let him go. He's too hot, and I'll never do better than that. Well, you're looking at the wrong stuff.
This is so weird coming from you. It sounds like all of a sudden you've developed a sense of priorities that you didn't have before you heard.
Well, I always had them, but I still like hot girls. I'm a conflicted person.
Peter
Mace.
Kreeft has changed your life.
No, I always believed what Peter Kreeft believed, but I do see a lot of my friends, going for the hot girl and putting up with a lot of other stuff.
Is the hot girl is the second marriage? Is it not? You marry once,
Or-
then the
or-
second
or-
one you go hot girl.
Or for many, many Laker fans, the fourth or fifth.
The fourth or fifth. There you go.
That's when they come to the games with their niece.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
obviously, because also there's a big fat wad of money also tends to be in the pocket.
That is correct.
I think this is a certain type of marriage. I think most people that at least I interact with, I'm in a certain tax bracket, tend to be that they're loving the soul of the person.
Looking for something more.
Yeah,
than
right,
just-
Brian?
Right. Soulmates.
You love the soul of Allison.
Soulmates.
Well, like Brian and Allison were friends for a long time before they got married, right, Brian?
That's right. I knew each other for 10 years prior.
So that's why I think you're going to last. Because there's
thanks.
nothing Allison can do that would surprise you at this point. You've known her too long.
Right.
How long did you date before you actually started dating? Or how long did you know each other before you started dating?
Did we know each other before we started dating? Probably like 6-7 years.
You knew her for 6-7 years, and then what broke the ice? What made you say, hey, Allison, I think we can be more than get me out of the friend zone?
I mean, we were friends in college. We were in the same radio, stuff like that. And then we both went separate ways after college, both in relationships. And then, we were both free one day, like, hey.
Nice.
The timing worked
Right,
out.
So it all
exactly,
worked
the
out.
timing.
Yeah.
It all worked out. All right, so you can tune in tonight from 6 to 9 p.m. I want everybody to know this. Emily is going to be there. Geeter's going to be there. Cappy is going to be there. It is the Rams Revealed live broadcast here on 710 on the ESPN LA app and the YouTube. Cappy, Geeter, M, live from the YouTube theater, talking to Rams legends like Eric Dickerson and Jackie Slater and a bunch of Rams people. Kevin Demoff is going to be there. May even be a big announcement.
What else could they reveal?
Dot, dot, dot.
What else could they reveal besides what we're all thinking?
Who knows what
Yeah.
could be revealed tonight? Tune in to find out. All right, so John came across a story about the college football and the Georgia Bulldogs, who are annually just a huge power and a national championship contender and all that stuff. Georgia is entering the season with the youngest roster in the country, which is the opposite of teams that have been winning lately. Teams that have been winning lately have been running through the transfer portal and grabbing as many guys as they can, paying them whatever amount of money they need to make in order to be with the program. Kirby Smart is going young. He says, I choose to retain. We think that our investment in our player is better than your investment in your player that I would get from the portal. So, in other words, he's like, we're going to recruit a great class, and our goal is going to be retention.
I admire what he's trying. I think I told you the story that I had a friend of mine I went to college with, and his son was a really good high school point guard.
Right.
And so he called me and he said, hey, I want to try and he wants to play in college. Can you help? So I called some coaches that I know.
Yep.
I probably know 10 or 15 coaches.
Sure.
So I called them all. I said, hey, would you be willing to take a look at this kid? And the consensus was that what you said, they're getting everyone from the portal now.
Yeah.
Because they know a kid in the portal, they've seen college tape. They know he can compete at a college level. So, I mean, even if you look at Lincoln Riley, some of the people he went out and got, like when he went out and got Jordan Addison.
Yep.
When he went out and got Jaden Maeva. I mean, these guys were at other schools first. So I think that Georgia's going to be the exception. But if it works, good for them, because a lot of good high school players aren't being recruited at all. They got to go to James Madison,
right?
Prove they can play on a college level, and then the Ches will come and get them.
The Ches.
It feels like it's kind of like how the NFL went to F them picks with the Rams, and they would rather screw the picks they have and let me get a proven commodity. Let me go get a proven player out there. It kind of seems like F those high school kids. Like I would wait until they got the stuff done, and I feel like that is a shame to these high school kids.
Well,
They don't
Mason
get a
used to
chance.
say that USC would get whoever they want from high schools, and then they'd get these great recruiting classes that had maybe 30 kids in
Well,
them.
this year they have the number 1 recruiting class in the country.
Okay, so roughly, let's say there's 30 kids in that class.
Yep.
5 of them are going to hit. That's how bad.
You think only 5 of more
I
than
do.
5 of 30 are going to hit, John?
Nope. Mace, I'll take it a step further. Take a look at any NBA draft. Okay, 30 teams in the first round.
Right.
10 of those guys are going to hit. And that's at the pro level. 20 of them will be out of the league within 5 years.
But, John, there's a correlation between having a great recruiting class and being successful as a program. The best programs in the country do have the best recruiting classes.
Not always. Notre Dame's had the best recruiting class every year. How many?
Well, they've been in the college football playoff. Didn't they play in the
Right.
championship game? They got far along.
I mean, USC has a great recruiting class. They had a great recruiting class last year.
No, didn't. Did not have a good recruiting class last year.
Okay,
We're in
so
the
how
20s.
many kids?
This
how
year
many-
they're number 1.
Okay, so you think that's going to lead to a trip to the college football playoff? Because Lincoln Riley's never been.
I think it absolutely. Well,
He was with Oklahoma.
He was with Oklahoma. He's never
Right.
been with USC.
Yeah,
No, they have the number 1 recruiting class in the country. They have 3 5-stars, 19 4-stars, 13 3-stars.
Okay, so you said 3, 5,
3
and 13, right?
Yep, and 19 4s.
Okay, so the 3 5s was 94. That's 22. And how many 3-stars did you say?
13.
Okay, so that's 35.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
10 of those guys tops will hit. 10. No more than 10. I'll bet you right now.
Well, I think to me that's a bust then.
And what do you
Well,
mean by
no, but
hit?
I mean
That's
that'll be
that's
at
a bust of a class. I mean,
no,
if
that'll
you-
be at any school, by the way.
right. But if you
Any
cannot,
school.
if
That'll
you
be at
cannot
Alabama.
if you cannot develop and train players and retain players, I don't think you can be successful. Like the
I'm
teams.
going to tell you something else that's going to surprise you.
Okay.
Of those 32, half of them, at least half, so I'll say 16 of them will be in the portal before they're done.
Well, now that's what Kirby Smart. That's what his point is.
Yeah.
His point is we're not spending money on the transfer portal. We're spending money. We're spending money on retaining the guys that we've recruited.
yeah, I hope it works.
And I mean, if you look at the top recruiting classes, they're USC's 1, Alabama's 2, Oregon's 3, Ohio State's 4, Notre Dame's 5, Georgia's 6, Texas 7, Tennessee 8, Miami 9, Texas A&M 10. I mean, you're talking about powerhouses, generally speaking, and USC is a top. This is the best recruiting class. The first time they've had a number 1 recruiting class or a top 5 recruiting class since Pete Carroll was here. So it is significant. Now, does it translate right away? And frankly, it kind of does. I mean, if you're a USC fan, it's kind of go time for Lincoln Riley.
I would agree.
I mean, again, that buyout continues to get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Well, you wanted to get rid of him last year.
I did.
So, I mean, and you're a pretty big fan. I mean, it just seems to me
I mean, I go to all those games. I've been disappointed the way they play against big programs. I am encouraged by the recruiting. Generally speaking, you think Alabama's they've got a 27 commits. You think like 5 of them make it?
Out of 27 commits, I would say no more than a third. I'd say no more than 9 make it.
And when you say make it, what do you mean?
Contribute to a start
start for the team?
Start and be all conference.
Oh, yeah, there are only so many conference teams. So that, yeah,
right.
I
Or
get that.
start and make an impact.
Starting and make an impact. I think that's the point. And I hope that this is a function of Chad Bowden as the new general manager at USC,
Right.
figuring
Well,
out the best way to use that NIL money.
Yeah, here's the thing. Chad's done his job.
Yeah.
You know, if these classes fail, I would argue it's not Chad's fault. He went out and got the highest rated guys he could get. Lincoln Riley and the coaches screwed him up if these kids don't win, or they shouldn't have been ranked that high.
Yeah, or do you say, I'm just flipping this around here, thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Do you say, we blame Rob Pelinka when the Lakers roster is bad. Do you blame Chad Bowden if the USC roster is bad?
Well, Chad Bowden doesn't make the rankings. He doesn't decide whether or not it's a 5-star guy. He goes, looks at the rankings, says, oh, there's a 5-star. I'm going to go get him.
Right, but he's choosing to offer this guy. He's choosing that guy through the transfer portal. He's doing all that stuff. He is.
Right.
He's literally doing what Rob Pelinka does, but at a collegiate level. So I think there's some accountability there. But again, this is time. This is go time for USC. If Lincoln Riley does not succeed this year, and I'm not sure what success actually is, but if he does not succeed, it's time to go.
Is 10 games a success? 10 wins? Or is that too many in the Big Ten?
You won't be in the playoff.
But if he wins 10 games, that wouldn't be a success to you?
Nope. College football playoff. If he wins 10 games, you got to say, all right, give it up for him. But honestly, the benchmark should be USC in the college football playoff year after year after year. That's what I want. We haven't gotten a sniff of it yet. Hopefully it happens this year, although the schedule is an absolute beast. By the way, came out today, rankings from The Athletic. Jade Mayava is ranked as the 9th best quarterback in college football. He led the Big Ten in passing last year.
How many Big Ten guys are ahead of him? Any?
Julian Sayin from Ohio State.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. And Nico Imaleva. John, where do you think he ranks in all of college football, all 100 whatever programs?
I think there's about 200 programs. I'd say probably somewhere around 50.
Number 25.
Oh,
the Ches has got some hope. Some hope for the Ches. All right, coming up next for you, we're going to do the Boys in Blue Report. Bergman's going to stop in. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
By the way, that rep's like 4'11", right?
Tops! It's unbelievable. Look! You can barely see him.
We all know Travis loves a good height shaming.
It is unbelievable.
What's tall for you, Trav?
Tall?
Yes. Like what is a number that says, okay, you're tall?
I think 6'2" and over is tall.
Most guys fudge the number.
I bet you this guy does.
Oh, no, this guy's 4'11".
This guy's probably lying to claim 5'4".
It's like 3 kids inside
There's no chance he's 5'4".
Here's the rule.
Because soccer players are small to begin with.
Whenever you get to 5'9" and below, just subtract 2 with whatever anybody tells you.
It's 3.
If they say 5'5", we're talking a 5'3" situation.
So it's like 3 kids inside a referee's uniform?
Like with the trench coat?
Yes.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
Here's good news for folks who have a jumbo loan. The Loan Exchange, America's jumbo lender, is offering a 30-year fixed-rate loan at a 5.75% interest rate and 5.962% APR. For loan amounts up to $3 million. So if you have a mortgage with an interest rate of 6% or higher, give America's jumbo lender a call at 833-436-8800. You drive around to find the cheapest gas, so why not refinance your mortgage? Every day you wait, you're wasting money on needless interest. Go to theloanexchange.com or call 833-436-8800 to find out what your savings will be with a new 30-year fixed-rate loan at 5.75% interest rate and 5.962% APR. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. That's theloanexchange.com or call 833-436-8800 for a 30-year fixed rate loan at 5.75% interest rate and 5.962% APR.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
They all pitch to Rojas.
Hey, this is Miguel Rojas from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's back. It's on its way. Out of here. Miguel Rojas.
You're listening to Mason and Ireland Show.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
Ooh, soon.
All right, he's coming back soon.
Soon, next week with TK.
Yeah. Greg Bergman joins us. Ireland's in Idaho. We're all back here. And
hello, Greg.
And John, he points out that Edwin Diaz is very close to returning for the Dodgers.
Yeah, next week. But before we get into the Dodgers stuff, can I talk to John about something?
Sure.
I don't say this very often, especially when I was on the show with you. I didn't say this very often.
Yeah.
I 1,000% agree with you.
You're going to regret this.
Tokyo Drift is the best of the Fast and Furious. and not only that I agree with you, I agree with your reasoning of why it's the best.
I have
of
no
all.
idea who that
just
woman
the
is.
hot girl?
Oh, yeah.
Is that the only way
she's-
you judge a movie? Is she hot? Is that really it?
No, that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie.
Mace, this is a one and done for most men. You see this girl and you go, oh my gosh, who is that?
Yeah.
And you spend the next half hour trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But Greg, I was laughing at I was thinking about you because there's this Dodgers bad for baseball crowd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The two highest rated baseball games of the season were the Dodgers at Yankee Stadium over the weekend and then Dodgers Phillies earlier this week of the season. So, people can whine and complain about the Dodgers and say they're ruining baseball. Everyone's watching. Even people that hate them are watching.
If you want to know why the Dodgers are not bad for baseball, I'll give you Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Exhibit A is the New York Mets. They are a horrendous baseball team that didn't make the playoffs last year, are the worst in the division in the NL East this
Second
year.
highest payroll in baseball.
Second highest payroll.
Might be selling at the deadline.
And then Exhibit B, the Toronto Blue Jays, 1 out away, two outs away from winning the World Series last year.
And they're losing record.
They are the worst team in the AL East. And they're, 4 or 5 in terms of payroll?
Fourth highest payroll in baseball.
Yeah. So those are your two main reasons. And if you look at the Dodgers, they have the highest payroll. However, they win year in, year out. It doesn't matter. The Padres are not very good, and they spend a ton of money.
Lowest scoring, runs per game is terrible.
The Dodgers
Spending
are
money
bad
does
for
not
baseball.
equate.
It's just a tired act.
So let me throw
dumb.
something out. This is a Jim Bowden quote that I think is interesting.
Yeah,
Jim
he's
said,
usually right.
one of the reasons MLB is pushing for a salary cap was best articulated by a quote this week by LeBron James when referring to the NBA. He says there have been 8 straight years of different champions, James said, so everyone feels coming into the season thinking this could be our year. Every franchise feels like this could be our year as well. MLB wants this. So
Right. The problem is I don't know how realistic is they can get it. I understand the need. I mean, that's not make sure what you just read makes perfect sense to me.
Yep.
In order to make a deal, you have to have 2 willing parties.
Right.
You have to have 2 parties willing to compromise. And I just haven't seen anything that indicates that either one of these sides, Greg, are going to compromise on the issue of a salary cap. The owners are going to insist on it, and the players are going to reject it. And I think because of that, we're getting a work stoppage whether we like it or not.
Yeah, so all the things that you're saying, you're right. There's everything that's being proposed that's just to put out into the media and put out into the universe so that people see things and they go, oh no, that's terrible. Oh yeah, I love that. It's talking points.
Yes,
they'll eventually get to something that's closer and closer as it gets to that.
Although
point.
they said yesterday, I think Jeff Passan said they aren't even going to exchange offers.
Right, he thinks they're just going they're going to the lockout, and then hoping that the deadline incites a meeting.
Let's take a step back from the lockout because what I wanted to get to with this quote the Guardians have a chance, the Rays have a chance, teams do have a chance. White Sox out of nowhere. Over the last 15 years, John, 9 different NBA teams have won the championship, which is fantastic, right? Everybody's in it. Over the last 15 years, 10 different Major League Baseball teams have won the World Series. There's actually more parity in baseball, technically, than there is in the NBA.
It is harder to win a baseball series. It's just in basketball, the better team usually comes out
Generally
on top.
speaking,
That doesn't necessarily happen in baseball. So it's the 10 different ones, but it's also very hard for teams like the Dodgers to do this. And I would even argue it's good for sports at times to have a dominant team.
Absolutely is.
Yeah, I've always felt that way.
Yeah, if you have a team that can win 2 to 3 years, it's always at the top of the mountain. You're chasing it. That's a good thing. We didn't get all upset because the Bulls won 6 out of 8 years. That's something that is good for the game.
Then you get into when the Warriors were good, like who's going to knock them off.
Right.
Yeah, okay, so a couple things. Number one, if you guys are interested in this kind of thing, right now, as we speak, the Dodgers are at the White House. So I'm sure that's on TV someplace. Everybody who wants to watch it. Now,
I don't know if it is.
We got J-Hub.
Yeah, we've got
okay.
Yeah, we've got the Jennifer Hudson show on.
Yeah. That's number one. Number two, Greg, is it just me, or every time Eric Lauer pitches, he gives up a home run early and then settles down? I think I've seen it enough now where it's happened at least 4 or 5 times.
If it's not a home run, it's a couple of runs either in the first or the second inning, and then he just settles and gets through 6 innings. He didn't get through 6 last night, but he got into the 6th, and he only gives up 3 runs. He gets quality start after quality start. Obviously, you need the 6 runs or 6 innings, 3 runs, but he didn't do it last night. But typically, he's right around there. He has been one of the best acquisitions this team has made.
Really unsung hero, yeah.
They haven't lost a game that he's pitched in. The team is like 10 or 11-0 when he pitches. He's done everything that could be asked for, and now there's to me, it's like, what do you do with him now? Do you move him at the deadline for organizational depth because Dave Roberts said that they were going to be sellers?
I don't believe that, by the way.
I
don't believe they're sellers.
Not in the slightest.
No.
Or do you kind of keep him around? But no matter what, he's going to make money next year based on how he's pitching with the Dodgers right now.
To me,
and he's an innings eater, so the Dodgers can use him for the rest of the regular season.
Yep.
If we were, and let's just suppose that Shohei doesn't pitch again.
Yeah.
Let's make that the hypothetical.
I don't think that's not out of the realm of
I
possibility.
agree. I think it's possible. What's the playoff rotation?
It's everybody else is healthy. Tyler Glasnow,
they're all
Blake
healthy.
Snell. So with no Ohtani, it's Yamamoto, Snell, Glasnow,
Wroblewski, yes.
Which is not terrible.
No, that's actually
Wroblewski's
that's actually
been
really
amazing.
good. That's a bunch of Cy Young
and then
awards.
use Shohei as an in case of emergency break glass pitcher. Now, Greg, weigh in on this. Mason doesn't seem to be the least bit worried about Will Smith. I'm the complete opposite. He hasn't played since July 5th. I asked Dr. Clapper when we had him on Tuesday, are you as worried about Will Smith's neck as I am? And Dr. Clapper said, yes. You can't mess around with the neck injury. The fact that he's been out for over a month now is very concerning. I think there's a chance we don't see Will Smith again this season. How about you?
God, that would be terrible.
That'd be terrible.
So if you this is how you'll know in my mind whether or not he's going to be back this year. At the trade deadline, if they get a catcher, that means he's not coming back. If they don't, then they trust that he's going to be back, and it's going to be him and Dalton rushing. Because you can't go into the postseason with Dalton rushing and Eliezer Alfonso Jr. or Chucky Robinson.
No.
Because if one of those guys get hurt and Eliezer Alfonso Jr. or Chucky Robinson is your everyday catcher, you're in trouble. Like that's an important
that's interesting. That would be a good way to monitor it. If they go out and pick up a journeyman catcher, that probably means their confidence in Will Smith coming back is not high.
Yeah, I saw somebody put it out there. There's no way that it actually happens. Salvador Perez has been amazing. But the Royals are bad. He's at the end of his career. I don't know. I just
World Series champion.
Yeah, I'm sure you can't.
Because I've
pull
heard
from
names like Luis Torrens from the Mets and Victor Caratini from the Twins.
The
kind
Twins,
of journeyman
maybe,
guys.
Yeah, maybe that guy, but I can't see the Mets.
Greg, let
trading
me
with
say
the
this.
Dodgers.
I pray I'm wrong. I just have seen this movie before, and when a guy has been sitting for over a month and he's not even in a rehab situation, he's just out. That's and now we're talking. It's July 23rd.
Yeah.
So and he hasn't played since June 5th.
Well, Dave Robertson said he's not even coming back.
No,
till
for at least a month.
At least
he's on
August
the 60
15th.
day.
Yeah, that he can come off the. That's all backtrack. So he could.
Yeah,
he
can come off it on the 5th of August.
Yeah. On the 4th or 5th, he can come back, but he's not going to come back until at least the 15th.
Yeah, I think it's really concerning, and I'm surprised more people aren't on my side of this.
Well, I'm just not ready to say he's going to miss the rest of the year like you.
No, me neither. But again,
I'm
the trade
saying
deadline.
that it's a possibility. You don't even think it's a possibility?
I just don't. I don't get that vibe. Do you get the miss the rest of the year vibe? By the way, thanks to the Dodgers, we have no idea. The Dodgers don't tell anybody anything about injuries, and so we're left here to speculate.
And everything they say is a lie.
Yeah, and everything they say is not
well,
true.
Well, that's not just the Dodgers. That's almost every pro team.
Right.
But they've not issued where has there been a single statement about Will Smith? No. We know it's a neck.
And by the way, Mace, that is lending to my fear.
Right.
The fact that, normally Dave Roberts is pretty candid with like he diffuses situations all the time. Yeah, he'll be fine. We're just going to sit him for a little while. They're saying nothing about Will Smith.
Yeah, he has not. According to the Dodgers, it's neck stiffness. got to be something more
Yeah,
than
it's gotta
that.
be
Right?
more than stiff.
I slept wrong.
And my neck has been killing me for the last like 2 weeks.
It has persisted, and he has not made any progress, and he has been shut down from baseball activities.
Which is, that's concerning to John's point.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think he's going to be back also. But again, let's just start thinking. Look, Mace, you had neck problems.
I did.
Like, so these.
By the way, I lived with them for 15
But could
years.
you have been,
but-
if
yeah,
you
could
were
you
a
play
baseball
baseball?
player, Mace, you would have had surgery sooner than you did, wouldn't you?
Maybe, yeah. I probably would have. Yeah. It's a significant surgery. You're never quite the same afterwards. You lose neck mobility and stuff like that.
Right.
I can't turn your head as far as you want to because you get
Which might
disc
be
fused
important
or
if you're a
whatever.
catcher.
Yeah,
Which
a
is
catcher
big if
might
you're a
need
catcher.
to move your neck
Yeah.
a little bit. So that's why it's so important. But I'm with you that I think he's going to be back this year, but I'm with John that it's concerning. The fact that he's not doing anything. It's been over a month, and he's still not doing baseball activities. That's concerning.
Oh, sure.
So, again, trade deadline. Watch it. If they get a catcher, something's wrong.
Was it August 3rd?
August 3rd.
Right?
Yeah,
August 3rd. What's the latest on Snell? Is close, right? Snell's doing rehab
Snell's
starts.
doing rehab starts, so he's going to be back pretty soon. Edwin Diaz, like you said, they're looking around the 28th.
Okay.
And him and Kike coming
Nice,
back right around the
nice.
same time, so that'll be nice. Glasnow still doesn't
So
know what a
Greg-
baseball looks like. Yeah.
Where's Rortvet?
Rortvet's in
AAA for the Mets.
Yeah, AAA for the Mets. He was on the injured list last I heard too.
And then he
might
got
be back.
shipped. He shipped down. I'd be totally happy with the Rortvet.
I mean, he wasn't
Rortvet is like born to be a backup catcher.
right.
Right.
A backup
He's
catcher.
like a modern day Austin Barnes.
Yes,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
a very good comparison.
Yep. Yeah, I see. I'm totally happy with one of those guys. By the way, you asked me before I came in here
What?
about two things.
What?
Said you don't know where the growl came from.
Oh yeah, where did so we growl at the beginning of every show. John, do you remember how it started?
I don't. Greg, do
Bergman
you?
says he knows.
Oh wait, no. So you know what? No, now that I'm thinking about it, it was the woo 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 on crosstalk that I know where the origin is.
Well, the origin of that is zip lining.
Yeah, zip lining in
Zip
Costa
lining
Rica.
in Costa
Yeah,
Rica.
right.
Woo, 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 woo,
But
woo,
the
woo.
Good Afternoon is from the movie Spirited that Jorge and I watched and you guys hadn't seen yet.
Yep.
And we just kept saying good afternoon to each other and to you guys.
So no answer on the growl.
I forgot the growl.
Yeah,
No,
I
forgot
I
the
don't know
growl.
how we started doing it, but damn if we don't do it every day.
Yep, sure do.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it. Gets you in the mood.
It
you know?
does.
And before the growl, we had a very fun conversation
Oh, my
today.
God.
You have to go watch before the growl, though.
If
We're
you
not
are
gonna
if you
It's,
are
it's all about
poly-
sex, Greg.
Yeah.
Oh, you told me about this.
That's the only thing we're
Yep.
going to give you. So if you want to go back and look at it, you can watch it on YouTube. What we talked about.
Definitely, especially if you're polyamorous. This is
That's
your
giving it away. What we're talking about.
no.
Hey, Greg, can I
Yeah.
read you a post in the YouTube chat?
Oh, God.
You'll like
God.
Okay. Oh, it will
Okay.
really.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Usually
From
not the case.
Beatles Helter Skelter. This is my third time visiting your chat room, and I've perceived that the host named Greg Bergman has some outstanding observations about the Dodgers and sports in general. I congratulate you.
Oh, thank
That
you.
sounds like a bot.
Yeah, that is
That
absolutely
is-
about.
that's-
Or is somebody doing it like a burner that's kind of just fixing things. So or being nice about. To
But
me
it was
for
a
some
nice
reason.
compliment
It
to
was
you,
that's
even
a
if it
great
was a bot.
compliment. I'll take that every day of the week. So thank you to what I forgot what you said. the name
Ruben
was.
Flores says it was a lazy good afternoon, which turned into a growl.
No,
I don't believe that.
Good
I don't think
afternoon.
that's
No, you were growling because remember you guys only growled.
Yep.
And then Jorge and I were like, "Why aren't we growling?" And we just started to growl
Yeah,
with
and Michael
you.
won't do it because he says brothers
Oh,
don't
he's,
growl.
yeah, brothers don't growl.
That's
So
so
weird.
ridiculous.
All right, coming up next for you, we're going to do some. Greg, who brings us the Boys in Blue report?
So they also bring you Sports Graffiti,
Hard Rock
and
Hotline.
the Hard Rock Hotline.
Oh, wow.
Hard Rock Casino
You gotta
Dajone
be
is
nice
the
to these people.
yeah, we better be is the best place to cheer on your favorite team. The easiest drive from downtown LA. Check us out. Check them out on social for details. Must be 21 year or older. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-GAMBLER and go out to Hard Rock Casino Dajone. It's a really simple
It's a
drive.
great spot,
You go
yeah.
straight out there. I'm thinking about going out there this weekend.
Are
with,
you?
with Gene because I just need to get away. It's been a really tough week, and I feel like if I just go and lose a bunch of money, I'll feel better.
That definitely
Right,
helps.
that usually does the
definitely
thing,
helps.
right?
I was going to say, if it's been a tough week, going out there and losing a bunch of money
Hey,
may
I
not
could
be
win.
the antidote.
My
I
mom
could
and my
win,
brother
too.
go out there to Hard Rock Dajone all the
Yeah,
time. They
right?
love that spot. Love that spot.
It's super easy to get out there, and it's just nice and easy. Like if you just feel at home when you're out
Yeah,
there. So
yeah.
it's a great spot.
It's beautiful. All right. Coming up next for you, we're going to do something that we sort of played at yesterday, and we're going to mix it up and try it in a different way today. It is start, bench, and cut, but not just sports. We'll do it coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, I want you to think about the water you have at your house. Don't you want to suck on the tap? Don't you want to do a happy dance? That's what Chris Morales and I do because we have a Life Source whole house water system. Life Source cleans and conditions the water from every tap in our houses. So we're drinking, cooking, showering, and washing with healthier water, and you can too. The best part about this is no salt, no regular maintenance, and no more worrying about harsh city water drying out your skin. A Life Source water system isn't just another appliance. It'll become an essential part of your home. I made the switch, and I'm never going back. They've built an incredible reputation. Don't just take my word for it. Check out their reviews. See what other homeowners are saying. Upgrade your water and your life. Call the Life Source Water California factory at 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. Life Source Water. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply. Life Source Water, lifesourcewater.com.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
I'm pulling in yesterday to the Del Mar Fairgrounds.
Right.
Imagine pulling into the LA Fairgrounds.
And you're like,
the Orange
hey,
County
guys,
Airgrounds.
I'm the engineer for the broadcast coming up.
No, worse. Wait, it's worse.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
They're tearing down the corn dog stand and the fried Oreo cookie stand. And security is like, where are you going? And people are looking at me like, what are you doing? Now, I have a media pass that says news media. It's from 2001. Okay? All right? It's this bright orange thing. By the way, it was never legit. I made it myself.
By the way, I've been with him when he's used this to park at Dodger Stadium.
Oh, no, I know.
Amazing.
It's great. It's great. And so I had
But you used that pass that you made
He just
in
drives through.
2001.
He drives through and is like, media.
Right.
At Dodger
News media.
Stadium.
Yes.
Right. Correct. News media. Right.
I've been with him.
And
it's
it,
amazing.
and it actually says on it member number, and it says 007. Okay.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, it's Ireland. Count on Jacob after a truck wreck. Count on Jacob after a slip and fall. Count on Jacob after a pedestrian crash. Count on Jacob. 800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-375-8936. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-375-8936, 800-375-8936, 800-375-8936.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
I'm not a prude.
You are.
I'm not.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
I do not believe I am at all prude. I'm like the least prudish person you know.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
Hey, what's up, people? So yesterday, John, I think we started this with you. You threw at Michael Thompson a start bench cut that included Shaq and Kareem and Wilt Chamberlain.
Right.
A very difficult one. And so we were talking about it. We're like, yeah, we could do sports. We can do
You can do it for non-sports.
non-sports.
Stuff. Yeah, like here's a good one for a non-sports one.
Got it.
You know the TV show Friends?
Yes.
Okay. Chandler, Rachel, Monica.
Ooh.
Start one, bench one, cut one.
You want to go first, Mace?
Yeah, start Chandler.
I would too.
Who are there? Monica and
Rachel.
Jennifer
Aniston or Courtney
Rachel
Cox.
benches and sorry, Courtney Cox.
I would do the exact same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we not just doing all the girls, like the Phoebe, Rachel, Courtney?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to do it that way, it's easy.
Phoebe's a start.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Rachel's a bench and Monica's
a cut.
She's getting
and
cut
if
no
you
matter
do
what.
just the men, if you just do the men, Chandler's the start, Joey's the bench, and Ross is the cut.
Yeah, Ross.
I disagree about the women.
Oh.
I think I have Monica as a bench. I like her sometimes. I think she can be funny. I think she's more like me, so that's
Who do
why
you
I like
cut?
her. I think that I cut Rachel.
No,
I
you
don't
can't
give
cut
a
Rachel.
crap about Rachel.
Oh, come on.
She makes all the dumb decisions, but she is the activating action and all of everything. and I start Phoebe. She started all the time.
Phoebe's
Lisa
the best.
Kudrow is amazing. I do agree.
She
with
had
the
me
match.
at Smelly Cat.
Now, Mace, I'm going to give you an impossible one.
Okay, got it. Ready.
Okay. Emily and Brian, have you both seen The Godfather?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Okay. Mace, here it is. Yep. Vito, Sonny, Michael.
You got to start Vito.
I think you got to start Michael.
I bench Michael, and Sonny's out of the toll booth. He gets cut in the movie.
Yeah, but he's like the heart of the movie for the first hour and a half.
Yeah, I cut Sonny. I bench Michael. I start Vito. You start Michael.
I start Michael, bench Sonny, cut Vito.
You
and just
cut
pick it.
Vito? Vito's the whole...
He dies anyway.
But he is the Godfather. He is the guy.
Right.
He's the guy with all this stuff
Sonny,
cotton in his mouth.
I bet you Sonny is in as many scenes as Michael and Vito in the first movie.
Right. I'm just telling you in terms of, like, when I think of the Godfather, I don't think of Michael. I think of Vito. He's the Godfather.
Yeah. It's a hard one.
Okay, I got one for you. Ready?
Okay.
Start bench cut. Margot Robbie, Charlize Theron, Sydney Sweeney.
Start Charlize, bench Margot, cut Sydney.
Ooh, you're cutting your girl.
Interesting.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Charlize is the starter in that group, don't you think, Mace?
I would start. Yeah, you got to start Charlize Theron. I mean, she's Charlize Theron. Margot Robbie, I bench, and Sydney Sweeney is who I cut.
I am starting Margot.
Yep.
I think I like Margot's choices better. I don't know. I just see more Margot movies than I've seen Charlize Theron movies.
She's definitely a powerhouse.
And so I bench Charlize because I think she's even benched in the Odyssey. Like she's barely in the Odyssey.
She's barely in the Odyssey.
I think she is good for a couple of scenes here and there. I think she's a good sixth man. I don't want her to start. And then I will cut Sydney Sweeney as well. I think she had a promising start to her career as an actress, but I think she's made uninteresting choices since then.
Yeah. I have a friend that is in a mom's group with Charlize.
Okay.
And she says Charlize is the most fun, that they went out and they had a girls' night. And she said Charlize is just fantastic.
All right, I have one for you.
Go ahead, Em.
Okay.
So mine is start bench cut for Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks, Denzel Washington.
Yikes.
Wow, is that hard?
That is so tough. So tough. Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks, Denzel Washington.
Start Denzel, bench Hanks, cut Cruise.
Ooh.
That's what I would do as well.
Cruise. Is that what you do,
Yeah,
Brian?
that'd be my three.
Yeah, I got to...
By the way, there is no wrong answer
No.
in this one.
See, I am starting Denzel, benching Cruise, and cutting Tom Hanks?
That's a tough cut.
That is tough.
Personally start Tom Hanks.
Yep.
Bench Denzel. I think
hate Tom Cruise.
I think against it's the sixth man of it all.
Cruise
You get Denzel in there.
Is a but as weird as he is off the air, he's a movie star.
I cut
man.
Cruise by a million miles.
I am
cut
so
Cruise even before it
surprised
came
at this
out.
from you.
I'm allergic to him. There's something about
He's the
him.
guy that gives a damn about movies.
But he's a
lot of
freaking
people
robot
don't
when
give
he
a
does
damn
it.
about movies. They're doing streaming Netflix and Hulu, and they're doing their work on online as opposed to making great big stinking movies for the big screen.
Every single photo of him in front of a movie theater, he is like a hostage tape showing the movie stub that he has. I just think that I'm okay if he likes the movies. I just don't like the movies that he is in. Besides Days of Thunder, I love Days of Thunder.
They're doing a Days of Thunder too.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm all in.
At one point, they were talking about doing a crossover between Days of Thunder
And F1.
And F1. Is that happening?
Could be.
Because that would be cool.
Yes, it would be cool.
All right, I got one last. Brian, do you have one?
I do not. Next
Okay.
time I got one for you.
Here, I got one, John. This is tough.
I got one for you too. Go ahead.
Okay. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Jack Nicholson. Pacino, De Niro, Nicholson.
Start Nicholson. Bench. Oh, this is hard.
It's a tough one.
Bench De Niro, cut Pacino. But
Ooh.
man, is that hard.
Well, you're cutting Jack and Jill. Oh no.
Ooh. How would you do that one, Yeah.
I would by far start De Niro. Start De Niro like by a mile, and then I have bench Jack Nicholson because he's even benched in the Departed. He's like a sixth man in The Departed, and then I would cut Pacino.
I can't believe, how do you cut Pacino?
I don't like Heat that much.
I would start Nicholson because he's in some of my favorite movies. I would bench Pacino and I would cut Robert De Niro.
Yeah, I don't
know how you cut De Niro.
I don't think there's a wrong answer there. Okay, Mace, here's my last one.
Okay.
DiCaprio, Pitt, Clooney.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is so tough. I am starting DiCaprio.
I am too.
One of my all-time favorite actors.
And then Pitt and Clooney are a coin flip.
Yeah, Clooney's made far fewer movies than Pitt. I would cut Clooney.
I would too.
I prefer, though, the movies he has picked
Me
to
too.
Pitt's movies. So I'm going to do Clooney as my bench, and I would cut Pitt, but I would also agree to start Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a bad. He has maybe like one or two movies that I don't love as much, like the J. Edgar movie, Beach.
Yeah.
The Beach.
He's had a few. I watched The Beach recently. I recently read the book by Alex Garland and then immediately watched the movie by Danny Boyle. It's pretty good. I didn't realize Tilda Swinton is in it. She's terrific in that. All right. She told me to wrap, so we're going to wrap. We're gonna.
You don't need to say it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You know how I am. It's Cosm Ticket Thursday. Right now, call 877-710-ESPN. Caller number 7. You got a 4-pack of GA tickets to watch Yankees Phils at Cosm on Sunday, July the 26th. That's this coming Sunday. I experience every pitch, every home run, every unforgettable moment in Cosm's immersive shared reality. For more information and for tickets, visit Cosm.com. That's COSM.com, Cosm.com. And caller number 7, you're going right now, 877-710-ESPN. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The home of Rams football. And now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Albert Pujols is a Cardinal. Albert Pujols is a St. Louis Cardinal, MVPs, World Series. He's a Cardinal, okay? And no matter how many years he played in Anaheim, he was going to be a Cardinal. It didn't matter. And that's what it feels like with LeBron. Like, successful, championship, here a long time, played really hard, was by all accounts a good teammate, was pretty good with the media. I mean, as good as somebody that famous can be with the media. And it's like, I cannot come up with any sort of comp where a guy, one, was here for a long time, generally well-liked. Like, there isn't some ugly incident on the blotter where you're like, yeah, man, that turned everybody. None of that.
No.
And it's like, yep, thank you, bye. And he's like, yep, thank you, bye. It's not like they slammed the door and he's looking around like, what the hell happened?
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
Hey guys, Sedano here, and summer's here. Everyone's getting together. So why are you still living with those same old floors? Upgrade with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. They've got millions of in-stock options, including CoreTech, the original 100% waterproof, kid-proof, pet-proof, luxury vinyl flooring in stock and can be installed in a few days. Visit the showroom next to the Commerce Casino off the 5 freeway or online at HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks, because no sale beats wholesale.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
In a contracting business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. Service Titan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first call to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for visionaries ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
The summer savings are heating up at George Chevrolet. Right now, save up to $11,000 off MSRP on select new 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 models. Visit George Chevrolet off the 91 Freeway, Lakewood exit in Bellflower, and GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Total discount includes $1,000 trade-in assistance for qualified buyers who traded in a 2012 or newer vehicle, plus tax, title, license, registration, government fees, and $85 dealer dock fee. Not all customers qualify. Vehicles subject to prior sale. More than 5 available at this price. Offer ends 8/2/26. Call 866-949-4805 for details.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
Zoom, man.
Oh, right. So I came across this clip, and I think it's from this Netflix show called, like, Shut Up, Alex, or something like that. But Jennifer Garner was sitting down and watching it, and Jennifer Garner of Ben Affleck was in the relationship with Ben Affleck for forever.
Yep.
I sometimes think about when celebrities complain about paparazzi. I'm like, you have a lot in life. You have a lot of privileges in life.
Sure.
This may be something you have to agree to, that in exchange
kind of
for
part
the money,
of the deal, yeah.
you have the paparazzi. I think this was really interesting and eloquent what she said. Maybe it's not breaking news to you, but what she said and how she described it was very interesting to me. So this is Jennifer Garner. It's a little bit of a long clip, but I think she has good things to say. Here it is.
It was totally ludicrous. I mean, and it felt like poor little me, my poor little kids who have everything in the world, but it was a danger to everyone around us. If I went through a yellow light, 15 cars would go through the red behind me. They would drive up onto people's lawns, even on a hillside. We were trying to have our little one play soccer, and the association asked us to stop because there were 20 cars coming to try to. So it wasn't just about us. It was just an industry that had gotten out of control. If you show up and you're trying to get into the pediatrician and you have a sick kid on your shoulder and you're scared and that you can't get into the door because you're blocked by photographers, there's something wrong with that. And the kids are paying the price. Kids were getting knocked over coming out of preschool by photographers who were so hungry to get to me or to Ben, trying to get to our kids, that it was just like, you gotta watch for the little kids. You don't belong at a school, So as much as I recognize that, we are privileged and lucky and grateful for all that has afforded us and all that's made available. At the same time, it just got silly. And kids were at the center of it. I mean, I lived on the street with a lot of much more famous and successful people than I, but they followed me because I had the kids. They wouldn't follow Ben. They wouldn't follow Matt Damon. They were like, there's the chick with the kids. And we went, and that's when that's not right.
What's the current landscape like? Would you say that it's changed dramatically?
I have 2 every day who've been assigned to me for 20 plus years, 25 years. Yeah, it's really interesting. I have a very interesting relationship with my main guy. I mean, I've done anything to ask him to leave. And at the same time, we have an odd respect for each other. I don't know. We've had some really real life moments together. I was followed by someone who, for whatever reason, I thought was going to hurt me. And I ran to him because I knew him and trusted him. And I knew he that he and I would be okay together. You know what I mean? Like, there's kind of a Stockholm syndrome thing. And at the same time, I've called the cops on him a million times and been like, can you please just give me a walk around the block with my kids and my dog?
Wow.
So what do you think about that? And how maybe paparazzi has changed? I think it's changed a bit because nowadays everybody has a phone.
Basically,
with a
if you have a phone, you're a paparazzi, right?
But it's also less privacy even than these people showing up. So what do you think about what Jennifer said?
I feel sorry for her.
Yeah.
My personal feeling in any type of public situation is that kids and families are off limits.
Yep.
Always. No matter what. I don't care if you're a football coach or
Professional
a
athlete,
sportscaster or a professional athlete, an actress, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Garner, kids and families. Anybody going to a soccer game to take pictures of Ben and Jen cheering on their kids at a soccer game is a loser and should be. I mean, I know there's no laws prohibiting. They're just trying to make a living. But kids and families are off limits, and that's something we should all agree on.
Yeah, I 100% agree on that. And I do think probably it's changed. Because I would imagine maybe she still has some guy assigned to her. By the way, that's an interesting movie in and of itself, right?
Yeah.
The idea of a photographer assigned to a star
It's like
and they
the
build a
opposite of a
relationship.
bodyguard.
Exactly. But that's an interesting story. But yeah, where do these photos show up? Like, I don't think I've seen a picture of Jennifer
People,
Garner and
Dumois.
Us Magazine,
Yeah.
People Magazine.
People still look at that stuff.
I will
Oh,
say
yeah.
the thing right now on Instagram is this site called Dumois. And that's where they get all the celebrity gossip, all the blind items will end up there as well. So it's just, it feels so gross and invasive.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say that I'm somebody that was obsessed in like reading People magazine as a kid, like seeing all this stuff. But obviously the people taking these photos were making enough money off of them to make a living. So somebody was buying them and somebody wanted them. And they're actually the ones that are the cruel ones.
Yeah, that's a terrible situation. And you know what? But it is part of the deal at the same time.
It is part of the deal.
deal.
It's part of the deal, but I think we can have a basic understanding that kids and families are off limits.
Yep.
I mean, that shouldn't be part of the deal. I mean, everybody has challenges in life, and kids and families should be off limits. Go ahead, do anything you want to me, but you come for my kids or my family, and we're going to have a problem.
All right. Hey, join DeMarco, Travis, and Trudell in Santa Monica this afternoon from 3 to 6. Coming up here in about 45 minutes, they are broadcasting live, leading into State of the City from realignment to Renaissance. Celebrate the excitement leading up to Super Bowl 61 with giveaways and entertainment and activities and local partners and more. For more information, visit ESPNLA.com. Click the Santa Monica State of the City banner. BC, what do you got?
Fast track.
All right, speaking of kids and cameras, I don't know if you saw the story yesterday. It's all over ESPN socials of Charlie Woods failing to qualify for the U.S. amateur thing. But the clip that's going around is in his back string, somebody's taking a picture. You hear the clicking sounds and that. And for me, this is my biggest problem with golf is they complain about the sounds. You got to hush. You got to be quiet. When I want to hear some clapping, some free stuff. How big of a deal is it that people are, talking in your backswing, per se?
John, this is your game.
Right, yeah. I never have a problem with the prime. Matter of fact, if you come play with me, I'm going to be blaring music. We're gonna be drinking. It's a completely different game to me. Now on a professional level, obviously that doesn't occur. But Mace, I've never, the hardest thing in sports to do is hit a baseball.
Yeah.
And they aren't doing it in complete silence.
No, that's
true. Why do golfers need complete silence? I've never understood
tennis,
that.
the same thing. You need complete silence.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And by the way, the thing that jumps out at me from that story more than anything is who has a camera that still clicks.
Right,
like
that makes
cameras
sense.
don't really click anymore; they're digital.
Yeah.
Like, how do you click a camera?
That is a
old
good
people?
question. We should ask Andy Bernstein that. Does when he takes pictures, does it still click?
Yeah, that's interesting. All right, there is the first part of Fast Track. Oh, you know what I wanted to say hello, John, to some special people. I was over on the MC side of the building yesterday, and I never noticed
That's
this
our
before.
sales department.
Maybe we've always been on TV over there, but they sit and watch the show while they're doing their jobs. Did you know that?
I did not.
There is a big monitor, and it is the YouTube feed. So hello, Mark Cates and Kai Forbath and Kobe
Go
Walsh
stare
and
at
Jason
them
Roberts and
go
Ron Mitchell.
Make eye contact with them.
There you go. Hey, guys, what's up? Yeah, I did not know that. It kind of creeped me out that there are people in the next room watching us do this.
I watch the YouTube feed in my office.
There you go.
Mace, I've walked into a restaurant before and the YouTube feed's
Is
been
that
on.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
so you never know who's watching.
Yeah, you never know. All right, more Fast Track coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
I wanted the U.S. to win.
No, I don't think so.
I did.
Nah, come on.
I just didn't believe they would win. So here's the difference between you and me.
Yeah, what's that?
I'm a realist, and you're not.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Because I believe.
I am not going to fool myself into believing something that I don't believe.
Oh, I believe.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Waba Grill. It's flavorful.
Pick me up and never put me down.
It's quality. It's fresh. It's spicy. Introducing our new Chili Crisp Dumplings. A spicy twist on a Waba favorite. Bold, crunchy, and tossed in fiery chili crisp. Get yours now, only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
Here in Los Angeles, our city water is loaded with chlorine and chemicals. That's why I got LifeSource Whole House Water System. It cleans and conditions water from every tap for healthier water with no salt and no regular maintenance. No more harsh, skin-irritating city water. Upgrade your water and your life with LifeSource. I did, and I'm never going back. LifeSource has been doing it for decades. Read the reviews. Call the LifeSource California factory today at 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource Water, it's not just better, it's essential. LifeSource, taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46. And I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Harry Douglas here to help you ignite your taste buds with Firework Freeze 5-hour energy shots. Juicy cherry, citrus lime, and blue raspberry. It's that iconic freezer pop flavor, but with none of that guilty sugar aftermath. The perfect summer kick. It's delicious, portable, zero sugar energy shot bursting with flavor. Bring on the summer with Firework Freeze 5-hour energy shots. Available online at 5hourenergy.com and on Amazon.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
Vroom, vroom, man.
For my Fast Track, I just found out new information.
What is it?
Brian watched The Departed for the first time last
For the
night.
First time, yeah.
What'd you think, BC?
I'd give it a 9 or 10 out of 10. I loved it.
Yeah,
I was hooked the
incredible
whole time.
picture.
Hey, boy, the cast is almost the best cast in a movie ever.
One of my favorite Nicholson moments from his career is where he's talking and he's saying, I hate this rap. And he's kind of scratching his face. So damn good. So damn good.
Ending, too.
And great ending. Mark Wahlberg.
Vera Farmiga, very underrated in that movie.
She was excellent. Yeah, she was
And
excellent.
a rare Damon Leo movie. They're together. They're two stars that also were competing for similar roles a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's
Could have
true.
been interesting, a who's who of that one. But yeah, there's lots of spoilers in the ending.
Yep,
so
that's a good
can't
one,
say
Brian.
anything. All right, so on this day, 1996, was when Carrie Strug did the impossible. She competed in her second vault after sustaining a torn ankle ligaments on her first attempt to clinch the women's team all-around gold medal for the United States. I think this is one of the indelible Olympic images in my mind. I'm sure there are more that you guys mentioned. So I think this is. I didn't want to see this live. I was just born. I was a couple months old at this point. But what is the quintessential American Olympic moment to you? Is it the Miracle on Ice?
Okay, so there has been one time in the history of Sports Illustrated where they've had no words on the cover. So they've had the cover, and it's just a picture, and it was for Miracle on Ice. It just all it was those guys celebrating when they beat the Russians. And to me, Mace, that is the greatest American Olympic moment ever. 1980 U.S. men's Olympic hockey team.
Yeah, I think that is sort of undisputed.
Well, what about you? What's the other one for you? Maybe not the number one, but
yeah, I mean, I've gotten to go to a bunch of these things. You know, the coolest moment I ever had was seeing Usain Bolt win the 100 meters in Rio, and to be in the stadium. By the way, talk about quiet. Imagine an entire stadium completely silent for the run of the 100 meters. It's so damn cool. So that's probably my favorite. Also, the year the Czech Republic, this was Nagano 98, the year the Czech Republic won the gold medal in hockey at the Olympics. Dominik Hasek, I was standing right in the press area, and he had the most unbelievable game in the gold medal game.
Was the gold medal game against Canada?
Yes, it was against Canada.
And was it against Patrick Roy?
It was against Patrick Roy.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I
Yeah,
think
that was a great game to be at.
To me, the one that I watched with my own two eyes
Yep.
was 2008, Jason Lezak saving
The
that
comeback. Yeah.
relay. They were down by like almost a full length.
Yep.
Emily,
in the 4x100.
while Brian's reading his fast track, see if you can pull up the Dan Hicks, Rowdy Gaines call of that race. Dan Hicks is great as a swimming announcer. I know that's
really
a weird
is.
thing to say.
Oh, he's incredible.
But he gets the perfect amount of enthusiasm, and you could tell he thought, there's no way this guy's going to pull this off, and he starts to think, wait,
we have it.
What? Oh, we got it? Okay.
We have it.
So here's the finish.
United States trying to hang on to second. They should get the silver medal. Australia is in bronze territory right now, but Lezak is closing a little bit on Bernard. Can the veteran chase him down and pull off a shocker here? Well, there's no doubt that he's tightening up. Bernard is losing some ground. Here comes Lezak. Unbelievable at the end. He's done it. The U.S. has done it. He did it. A new world record. Phelps' hopes alive.
Wow, what a great call.
And by the way, people always say, be careful about talking over each other. No, you don't. They were both great. They were talking all over each other the whole time, but you could totally get into the moment with them. Everybody was saying the same thing at the same time. Yeah. Is he going to pull this off? Unbelievable. Yeah. He did it. It was great.
And Phelps needed every single gold medal in that to get the 8 gold medals in that Olympics.
That's right.
And it's hard to conceptualize how impossible that comeback was. He had to drift off the guy next to him.
Remember, NBC had a camera on Phelps's mom, and she's going, she's like praying, and she's going, "Come on, Jason, come on," and it was a perfect made for TV event.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the French, who they ended up beating, were talking mad crap about the U.S. right before the event, and so they were like all pompous, we're gonna win, and then they lost.
By the way, just a nugget. In '98, Czech Republic beat Russia in the gold medal game.
Okay.
Beat Russia in the gold medal game.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, it's a Cosm Ticket Thursday. Is this for real right now?
Yeah, go do it right now.
All right. Cosm Ticket Thursday. Call 877-710-ESPN right now. Caller number 7. 4-pack of GA tickets to watch Yankees Phils at Cosm on Sunday. Experience every pitch and every home run and every unforgettable moment in Cosm's immersive shared reality environment. For more information and for tickets, visit Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com, or be a winner right now. 877-710-ESPN, and you are there in shared reality. BC, what do you got?
Fast track.
All right, for a real treat, if you're a fan of the Mookie Betts podcast, he had a second episode within a week kind of drop.
Was this the Bryce Harper?
This was the Bryce Harper
Yeah.
one, yeah. So, yeah, Cam Schittler, when they were with the Yankees and now with the Phillies, sits down with Bryce Harper. One of the things that I took from this is, talking about Bryce Harper's time at the Home Run Derby this past year. And Harper went on to say he thought that the balls were juiced. There was no, they weren't told anything. But before the Home Run Derby, he also was kind of joking about using a corked bats or aluminum bats. Here's my point. That him and Mookie kind of said, hey, it is the Home Run Derby. We should be using juiced balls. Do you think it would be more entertaining with the corked bats, juice balls, or is it kind of cheaping it?
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
As long as the bats and the balls are the same for every player. So if every player's allowed to cork a bat and every player's using the same balls, Mace, we're coming to see home runs. Why the hell not?
Yeah, I say juice the ball, whatever it takes. We're there to see home runs. And if that creates more of them. By the way, I thought the Home Run Derby was absolutely thrilling this year. I thought it was an absolutely home run.
I was worried about it when they got rid of the clock, but they nailed it. They got Vasgersian to call it, who's great
Jordan
in those
Walker
moments.
Won that thing down the stretch with consecutive home runs.
Completely
It was
agree
great.
with you.
By the way, Sammy Sosa is the most famous incident I can think of a cork bat. Can you think of another one?
Because his bat broke.
Yeah, that was. I think
the only one I could think
I think Albert Bell had one time too.
I think you're right.
But it does make a difference. When I was in the minors, occasionally a guy would get busted with a cork bat. It does make a difference. All right, so John, I want to throw something at you here. This is an interesting comment from Bob Myers, who is on the All the Smoke podcast here.
Okay.
And he's talking about the Mamba mentality. Listen to this.
When people use the Mamba mentality, you guys don't do that. You're not hit. Like, don't say that. Like, don't even say that. Like, nobody should be allowed to say that. I'm sorry. Like, I knew that guy.
He was different,
not as
man.
well as you guys. There's nobody. There is nobody. There's no. I'm the Mamba mentality. No, you're not. This guy was like one of one.
Listen, we were on the track before the sun came up running, and then in the weight room lifting weights so hard that I felt like I couldn't even shoot. And Coach was like, "What's time to go shoot?" I was like, I can't even lift my arms right now. But it's like you said, it's an everyday thing for him. It was sick.
Like when people say that, it bothers, and I'm like, look, I don't pretend like I do that, right? But I'm like, you don't get to say that.
Right.
Like, don't you throw? That's not a throwaway line.
Right.
Like this guy was
Mamba
like,
mentality
that's
now,
done with him. I'm sorry, but that went with him.
Yes.
Ireland, does Mamba mentality get thrown around too casually?
I actually like it. The fact that people are inspired by the way Kobe lived. I remember I've told this story a bunch on the show, but when Kobe died, we were all worried about how much we would be allowed to talk about him.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob and Jeannie sent an email to all the Laker employees, and they said, if you're wondering whether it's okay to talk about Kobe and talk about Gigi, not only is it okay, but we should all do it because we're the torchbearers of their legacies.
Sure.
I think when people talk about Kobe Bryant and the Mamba mentality, if you can use that to motivate yourself, I'm all for it. I disagree with Bob, and I love Bob, but I disagree with him that that no one should ever bring it up. I think the more you talk about Kobe and the more you tell people about him, and even Gigi. I mean, Gigi would be at UConn right now, probably an All-American basketball player. Yep. So I actually think the opposite. I think that I look for more reasons to tell Kobe stories, not less.
Yeah, I'm completely with you on this. And, I think that Kobe transcends the game because there are people in other walks of life who look at their job or look at their career or look at whatever they're doing, and they decide to do it to the maximum, to the max. And that's what Mamba mentality means. I think using that Mamba mentality in whatever your field is will just elevate you. So, yeah, I disagree with Bob. Now, what players in the NBA right now, if I say who's got the Mamba mentality, what player jumps to mind?
Somebody that would be like willing to run through a wall and cut off his arm to win.
By the way, it says something that you're having trouble coming up with a name.
Jalen Brunson's got a pretty sick work ethic. I'd put him on the list. I'm trying to think of other people that are just the thing that jumped to me about Kobe is like Bob mentioned, up at 4:00 in the morning, going, like testing his limits every day. I don't know if there's another player getting more out of his God-given ability than Brunson. Can you think of one?
No, because he's got.
He's got height limitations.
Yeah,
he's got physical limitations, and you just never. I mean, he takes over games anyway.
And he led a team to the NBA title.
You know who has kind of a Mamba mentality, like willing to do whatever it takes, is Wemby.
Yeah,
like
Wemby's
going and
interesting
living with Tibetan monks, and
he went down to work with Hakeem.
Yeah, Wemby might be on that list too.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you, the greatest are when that work ethic meets talent.
Yeah.
Talent plus work ethic is how you get to be one of the greats.
Yeah, and that was Kobe.
And by the way, there are lots of guys that don't have as much talent who work really hard, who
Jake
succeed.
Laravia.
What's Jake Laravia? There, he's working his ass off out there. Exactly right.
And by the way, and you mentioned that it doesn't just necessarily apply to sports.
Yeah.
I know that Stephen A. Smith is super polarizing, that not everybody likes him. But I did a show with him for 3 years. He's got that mentality. He's just, he's up early in the morning and he is grinding until very late at night. So even if you don't like him, and I know half the people don't, and you can
but
say,
that's the point. That's why he is where he is.
He's maximizing his God-given ability.
Yeah, I mean, that guy's got the show in the morning. He's got the podcast. Sometimes I hear him on Sirius XM, on
General Hospital,
on POTUS. He's doing politics.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Will
everywhere.
not stop.
Yeah, he does work his ass off, no question. All right, coming up next, you mentioned Wemby. There's something that maybe we should celebrate Wemby for that has gone really under the radar. We'll do it coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Why are you sweating so much?
No, this guy's been sweating all day.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
It was like that. So he was in my, he was in my studio.
Know that, Laura?
He was in my studio
Why does
recording.
she always do that? She always outs me. No one needed to know
He
that.
sweats pouring off.
Now you got him started.
No.
See, look,
Wait.
you've been doing this to your whole family your whole life, huh? You're the fire starter.
I'm not, actually.
We sitting here chilling, having a great convo. You got to tell the world I'm sweating.
Okay, you do know you're on YouTube and people can see you sweating.
How many times are you going to have to change your drawers today?
Once. Damn it, when I get home.
Like people are asking, why is people are watching YouTube, and if you haven't,
you're like Tiger Woods when he's sweating at dinner.
It ain't because Michael
Book
Irvin stuff. No, I told you.
Sugar.
Same thing. Every Tuesday, I do that leg workout, and it takes me like forever to cool down.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? SafeStep walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. SafeStep walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. SafeStep walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as 1 day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
Welcome to Milagro Tequila, where the sun shines, good times roll, and tequila pours. Take a sip of sunshine this summer with Milagro Tequila, crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Shake up fresh margaritas with Milagro Silver. Mix the perfect Paloma with Milagro Reposado, or enjoy the rich, smooth taste of Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Find Milagro at your favorite retailer, in-store, and online. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
In a contracting business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. Service Titan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first call to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for visionaries ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
Mason and Ireland.
You know what they say? Nobody loses like
sneaky
Mason.
bastard. Unbelievable.
Oh, it pays to be a loser, people.
On LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
If you're a loser, it pays.
Back to the guys.
Did you see that video that Emily just sent out to us?
Let me look.
Yeah, look at it. Apparently, this was last night. Was this end of the game, Em?
Yeah.
And they're all kind of jumping over the dugout railing. And Alex Call does something.
Oh, my God.
Man, that's his pitching elbow.
Alex Call might be cut for that.
Alex Call jumps over and just kicks Shohei in the right elbow, which is his pitching arm.
And almost bends it like the way it's not supposed to.
Yes.
So would lock it and go the other way as opposed to kicking it inside of itself.
Exactly.
So it could have really messed something
Damn
up.
you, Alex Call.
Put him in bubble wrap.
Exactly. Seriously, protect that man. No more railings for Shohei.
I do think that they need to be like how the Argentine team was around Messi. It's like if you step towards Messi, we're coming after you and twice as hard.
Exactly.
Hey, Mace, I know you got something here, but can I quickly read you an email that Tom Dundon, the owner of the Blazers, just sent to all their employees?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Team, I want to personally thank each of you for your continued hard work and willingness to do more with less. As you've noticed, we've made some exciting organizational improvements. Some call them layoffs. I prefer efficiency opportunities. Many of you now have the privilege of doing the work of 2 or 3 former coworkers. That's the growth we love to see.
Is this for real?
This can't be real.
That's got to be AI. Wait a minute. So it's a benefit that one person is doing multiple jobs now.
This has to be.
That has to be made up.
All right, here's more of it. You tell me if it's made up.
Okay.
As we move forward, I encourage everyone to stay focused on selling tickets, delighting fans, and finding new ways to accomplish more with fewer people and fewer resources. This got
Welcome to the company. I'm giving you fewer resources, and you are doing the job of 3 people.
I apologize for not vetting this. This has to be a joke.
I think I'm looking at the same thing you did, and I don't.
I mean, he's bad, but that's
can't be
real
true.
bad. All right, so, John, I wanted to get this in here. Victor Wembanyama recently signed his rookie extension. And as it turns out, I didn't know this till today, he left $50 million on the table in his new 5-year, $252 million extension. His deal is worth 25% of the salary cap. It could have been 30% of the salary cap. When asked why he took less, Wemby said this: I don't want money to be a reason we can't keep the team in a good spot. He says his priority is winning championships, not maximizing every dollar of his contract.
He's doing the same thing Jalen Brunson did. I actually have an opinion that might surprise you.
Okay.
I don't think he should have to do it.
Why?
I don't think Jalen Brunson should have to do it. I don't think Austin Reeves should have had to do it. Why? If I understand the salary cap, I understand how it works. So I'm not questioning. Don't mistake this for Ireland doesn't understand the salary cap.
Right.
But I think they need to tweak this. Maybe you have a situation where you're allowed to have one supermax where you can go over the cap to keep a guy like Wemby. Because I don't think Wemby should have to take less money so the Spurs can go get more players.
But this is the Spurs didn't say you're taking less money. Wemby said, I want less money so you can get other stuff.
They came to him, just like the Lakers came to Austin, and said, if you do this, and the Knicks came to Brunson, if you do this, we'll have more money to give other people. And
this is what people like Brady did and Dirk did and Duncan did. Actually, the Spurs just generally did.
Right. I don't think the players should have to accept it.
I don't think anybody has to accept it, but John, I think that what Wemby's saying is the winning is more important than the money part of it. The money part, it's a $252 million contract. If he can create some maneuverability for the franchise to be able to bring in their mid-level room exception or whatever that happens to be, then I get it. He doesn't have to. I mean, Austin did take a little bit of a haircut, didn't he?
Austin, Wemby, and Jalen Brunson all did the same thing. And I think the NBA in their next negotiation, the players' union should say, hey, let's put in a mechanism where players aren't forced to take haircuts for what they've earned. Let them make what they've earned.
And you know what the owners are going to say?
No.
Go pound sand.
Right. But everything's negotiable.
But the NBA Players Association doesn't have any real power.
Yeah. I mean, the only union with any power is the baseball union, which is why we're not going to have baseball next year.
Exactly. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, guys did that for years. Brady's probably the most famous case. Took less and took less.
Yeah, LeBron, Bosh, and Wade did it.
They did it.
I just think that I think the easiest way, I haven't really thought this through, but I think the easiest mechanism to solve this would be to have one player who could operate outside the salary cap, but only one for each team. And then that way you could pay the really, really elite players and not worry about how it affects the cap. I don't know. The owners would probably never accept it, but maybe the players give them something else.
This is a good conversation to hold for tomorrow. The second apron and this whole giving up money.
The second apron should just be called a second cap.
It is just a hard cap. Is essentially what it is. We'll get into some of that tomorrow. In the meantime, we're going to do some game of games. Ireland, it is your game today?
It is my game today, and it was actually Bill Nuss, one of our listeners, inspired this game.
Oh, nice.
And Bill was at the World Series of Poker participating.
Nice.
And so it's a game that, let's just say, has to do with sports and Las Vegas.
Okay.
That
is coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, let me tell you about Globe Life. Everybody loves the highlight dunk, but ask any team who's ever raised a banner. Championships are won with the intangibles. It's all the stuff we've just been talking about. It's the things that don't show up in the box score. It's the work nobody notices until maybe when it matters most. The best protection is the kind you set up long before you ever need it. That's life insurance, the quiet protection standing between your family and the unexpected. Globe Life's roots go back more than 125 years, and today they issue more life insurance policies than any other company in the country. Coverage you can apply for in minutes, online or with an agent. Build your family's defense at globelifeinsurance.com. That's globelifeinsurance.com. Globe Life, official life insurance company of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
LeBron has been the most criticized athlete of this particular generation.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Luka is not that. He's going to get a level of criticism if this thing goes sideways for some reason or another. Look, I don't think it's going to go sideways. I think they're going to be a playoff team. My questions is based on what the roster currently looks like. I wonder what it looks like in the postseason. But as I said yesterday, if this build resembles what the Dodgers build was under Andrew Friedman and when Mark Walter took over, it may take a minute. They'll be ultra competitive for a while, and then they'll make certain moves that will cement them in the championship category. I don't necessarily believe they're there, but I don't think they're far away necessarily. I think they're about a player or so short.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Ma said that if I win the Chevy Silverado at Morongo, I'll finally have a place to sleep after dinner. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
We're giving away a Chevy Silverado truck. You could drive off a winner the 26th.
Number 2.
Don't pay high prices for gas. Morongo's Travel Center prices are the lowest priced gas around.
And the number 1 reason.
The hottest nighttime pool party in SoCal. Flamingo Fridays is on.
Morongo, good times.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected. Because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani. Call Jacob. CallJacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It's Game of Games time, and we are joined by Wilbert Flores, who is
Will.
one of our valuable contributors. What is your official title?
I am
Vice President of
everything.
running.
That's just everything behind that board over there.
Will also, Mace, is a proud member of the Lakers broadcast. He's the one who runs the controls when I call the Laker games.
Very nice.
I'm the one that throws John off every time.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I hear you're better than that. All right, so, John, it's your game today. What do we got?
All right, this game, as I mentioned, came from one of our listeners, Bill Nuss, who is out and playing in the World Series of Poker. So he said, let's do a game about Las Vegas and sports.
Okay.
The NBA Summer League's in the books. Raiders training camp opens today. So here we go. Question 1. The Las Vegas Summer League, NBA Summer League, has featured 30 teams for the last 9 years, since 2018. When the league first started in Vegas back in 2004, how many teams participated? A6, B8, C12. Brian, 6, 8, or 12?
I'll take 12.
Emily.
8.
Mace. 8. Will.
8.
Y'all missed it. The answer is 6.
6.
There were only
That's
6 teams in the inaugural Summer League. Okay, this one coming to you. They have named a Summer League championship game MVP every year since 2013. True or false? None of those championship game MVPs have gone on to become an NBA All-Star. Emily, is that true or false?
Ooh, I'm going to say false.
Mace.
I am going to say true.
Wilbert.
I'll go with false.
Brian.
True.
It is true. Kyle Kuzma was probably the closest.
Yeah.
Isaiah Mobley, Evans' brother, won it one year, but nobody's ever won that. This year, that Yaxel from Michigan, who played for the Warriors, he has a chance to be an All-Star, so maybe he'll snap the streak. All right, Mace, this one to you.
Yep.
The Las Vegas Golden Knights have been in the NHL for 9 seasons. How many finals appearances have they made in those 9 years? A1, B2, C3. How many times have the Golden Knights been in the NHL finals?
I'm going 3.
Wilbert.
3.
Brian.
3.
Emily.
3.
3 is the correct answer, which means we will have no lucky loser
That's
today.
right.
Brian has 2. Mace has 2. 1 for M, 1 for Will. Here we go. Wilbert, this one coming to you. How many starting quarterbacks have the Las Vegas Raiders have in their 6 years in Vegas? A4, B5, or C6? Will, 4, 5, or 6?
And I'm sorry, John, are you just counting, like, started a game for them?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm going to go with, I want to say 5.
Okay. Brian.
I'll also go 5.
Emily.
6.
Mace.
6.
The answer is 5. Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo, Aiden O'Connell, and Gardner Minshew, plus Geno Smith. Those are the 5.
Did any of those work out, by the way?
No.
No.
And I don't believe any of them are still on the roster.
That's right.
All right, Derek Carr got him to the
to
almost
some
postseason.
games.
Yeah, he got him.
All right. Brian has
A little.
3, Mason Will 2, Emily 1. BC, this one coming to you. Who is the winningest coach in Raiders history by percentage? A, Tom Flores, B, John Madden, C, Art Shell. BC, Flores, Madden, or Shell?
I'll go Madden.
All right, Emily.
Shell.
Mace.
Flores.
Wilbert.
Flores.
John Madden is the
It
answer,
isn't.
and Brian has opened up a 4-2 lead
Yeah.
over Mace and Will. All right, BC, I'm going to make you go first now. Let me see how many of these are left. Madden won 76% of his games, by the way. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we have 5 left. All right, we'll keep going. Emily, I'll throw this one to you. How many Raiders are in the NFL Hall of Fame? A, 20, B, 25, or C, 30? Emily, 20, 25, or 30?
30.
Mace.
25.
Will.
25.
Brian.
20.
Emily got this one. It's 30. And I
Wow.
actually had this on a Game of Games about a
Yep.
month ago, if you would have been paying attention. So,
No, that's hard for me.
yeah, there we go. All right. Brian has 4. Everyone else has 2. All right, BC, I'll make you go first because you have a 2-point lead. In the NFL ticket resale market, where do the Vegas Raiders rank? In other words, what percentage of their tickets get resold? A, first, B, third, C, fifth. Brian, first, third, or fifth?
I'm going to go first.
Okay, Emily.
I'm also going first.
Mace.
I'm going first.
Will.
I'm going to go third.
You should have gone first. They are number 1 in ticket resale value.
Yeah, because everybody flies in for the game.
Yeah, ahead of Philadelphia, Detroit, and Dallas. All right, so Brian's got 5. Emily and Mace have 3 each. Will has 2. All right, BC. The A's are soon to be moving to Vegas. In which one of these cities did the franchise not call home prior to Oakland? So they never played in one of these cities. A, Philadelphia, B, Cincinnati, C, Kansas City. BC, Philly, Cincy, or KC?
I'll take Philly.
All right, Emily.
Do I have to go opposite?
You don't, but you could.
Let me go KC.
Okay, Mace.
Cincinnati.
Wilbert.
I'll say Cincinnati.
Mace, you knew, didn't you?
I did know, yeah.
Yeah.
Kansas City Athletics, Philadelphia Athletics.
Yeah, okay, so now it's tightened up. Brian 5, Mace 4, Emily and Will 3 each. Let me see. Do we have 2 left? We do. So everybody's in it. Em and Will, you guys need to go opposite of Brian. BC, when the Dodgers played the A's in Sacramento recently, what was the seating capacity of the Pacific Coast League stadium called Sutton Health Park where they played that game? A, 12,506. B, 14,014. C, 21,108. So 12 and change, 14 and change, 21 and change, Brian.
12 and change.
12 and change. Emily, you got to go either 14 or 21.
14.
Mace.
I'm going 12.
Will, 14 or 21?
14.
14 is the correct answer, and everybody's in it. 14-0-1-4. All right, here we go.
Is this the last one?
It is.
Okay.
Brian has 5. Everyone else has 4. Yeah. So you all have to go. Oh, I'm sorry. I have 2 more left. 2 more left. All right, here we go. Brian, which one of these players had the most All-Star appearances in an A's uniform? So not total, but in an A's uniform. A, Ricky Henderson. B, Reggie Jackson. C, Mark McGuire. Henderson, Jackson, or McGuire, BC?
Henderson.
All right, Emily. Don't have to go opposite yet.
I'm also going to go Henderson.
Mace.
Take a shot. I'll say Mark McGuire.
All right, Will.
Jackson.
Mace and Will are eliminated. The answer is Ricky Henderson, which means he had 10. McGuire had 9. Reggie had 4.
Okay.
All right, which means last one here, BC. If you get it, you win it. Emily, if you get it, it forces a tiebreaker. All right, here we go. The NBA has zeroed in. You know what? I've got an extra question here, so I'll put Will and Mace back in.
Okay.
I'll put you guys back in it. I have an extra question here. So you guys have 4. You just have to go opposite of Brian.
Okay, got it.
Okay, here we go. The NBA has zeroed in on Seattle and Las Vegas for expansion. According to the Las Vegas Review-Journal, how many potential sites are currently in contention for that NBA arena? Is it A, 3, B7 or C10? Brian, 3, 7, or 10?
Show me 7.
M, you want to go, or you can go any way you want. 3, 7, or 10?
3.
Mace.
So he went.
You got to go 3 or 10.
Let's go 10.
Will.
I'll go 3.
Should have gone 10, Wilbert. Mace is alive.
Nice.
10 was the answer, so it's Brian 6, Emily 5, Mace 5. All right, BC, don't clipper this thing.
Uh-oh.
Last one. If you get it, Brian, you win. In the World Series of Poker in Las Vegas this summer, how many bracelet events are there? All right, so they give out a lot of bracelets.
Yep.
How many bracelet events are there? A, 25, B, 65, or C, 100? Brian, 25, 65, or 100?
I'll take 25.
Okay, Emily and Mace. Just for fun, I will tell you, Brian missed it.
Oh!
So it's either 65 or 100. M, what are you going with?
65.
Mace?
Give me an even 100.
Mace, you're in the tiebreaker.
Yes!
Okay.
Come on.
Brian, you have clippered this thing big time.
It's not over yet.
See.
All right. Does Mace have a win yet this month, Em?
He does have a win.
Okay. All right, here we go. Tiebreaker.
Yep.
In the history of the NFL, regular or postseason, the Raiders played in what was the highest attended game ever played in the United States. How many fans were in attendance at that game? All right, so it was an NFL game played in the United States featuring the Raiders. How many fans were in attendance in that game? BC, do you have a number?
Yeah, I got a number.
What number did you choose?
75,000.
Mace, what number did you choose?
I chose 91K.
We have a winner. And that winner is Steve Mason.
Yeah!
Super Bowl 6 at the Rose Bowl against the Vikings, won by the Raiders 32-14, 103,438.
BC.
Mace, way to come back.
Storm back into it. Look at, I'll tell you, can you see Brian's face? He is so crestfallen.
I know Brian pretty well. I'm betting that is not the case.
Disappointed. I mean, it looks like, Brian, it's okay. It's just a game,
You're rubbing
man.
it in, Mason. You're rubbing it in.
It's just a game.
It's more than a game.
A little piece, Brian, a little piece of you died. That's
Every
what
time
I say.
I lose.
When I lose one of these games, a little piece of me dies.
Are you going to get up every morning at 4 a.m. to study some trivia so you can have mama mentality to win?
Yeah, mama mentality.
Reading
Yeah.
up.
Hey, Game of Games is brought to you by the Cole Jacob Injury Hotline. Only number LA Trust after an accident is 800-345-6789. Wilbur, thank you very much. Nice effort.
Thank you.
Good
Very
try.
fun.
Good effort. John, I know you're out of here. Have a
Yeah,
great night.
I gotta hit the road, but I'll see you. I'll talk to you on Monday. Have fun tomorrow.
All right, cool.
All right,
and
see
coming up next for you, Super Crosstalk. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
How are you? It's Dr. Robert Clapper. Guess what? The Weekend Warriors Show is back Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA, thanks to Cedars-Sinai. Cedars-Sinai is a global leader in orthopedics, offering a range of solutions in all orthopedic subspecialties to get you back to doing the things you love. Don't miss the Weekend Warriors Show with me, Dr. Clapper, Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
The summer savings are heating up at George Chevrolet. Lease a new 2026 Chevy Equinox LT for just $259 per month for 36 months and just $4,080 due at signing. Visit George Chevrolet off the 91 freeway, Lakewood exit in Bellflower, and GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Offer on approved credit through GM Financial and requires a current Chevy lease and household, plus tax, title, license, registration, government fees. Down payment includes $85 dealer doc fee. Vehicle subject to prior sale. More than 5 available at this price. Offer ends 8/2/2026. Call 866-949-4805 for details.
Here's good news for folks who have a jumbo loan. The Loan Exchange, America's jumbo lender, is offering a 30-year fixed-rate loan at a 5.75% interest rate and 5.962% APR for loan amounts up to $3 million. So if you have a mortgage with an interest rate of 6% or higher, give America's jumbo lender a call at 833-436-8800. You drive around to find the cheapest gas, so why not refinance your mortgage? Every day you wait, you're wasting money on needless interest. Go to theloanexchange.com or call 833-436-8800 to find out what your savings will be with a new 30-year fixed-rate loan at 5.75% interest rate and 5.962% APR. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. That's theloanexchange.com or call 833-436-8800 for a 30-year fixed rate loan at 5.75% interest rate and 5.962% APR.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Woo! Am I wooing to the Santa Monica Pier right now?
Yes, you are.
Ish. We're just a hair south of the pier. We're on Main Street here in Santa Monica.
Oh, nice. We're on Main Street. Main Street and what?
Let me see if I can see far enough from here. I can't tell, Mace. We're kind of halfway
like right in the middle of the
street.
Right
He's a little
in the middle of
old.
the block. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and
Ocean Park and Hollister.
There you
right
go.
Between Ocean Park and Hollister.
Okay. Oh, I know exactly where you are.
Yeah.
So tell me, describe what you're doing out there. I've been reading liners all week, but I don't know if I've been clear on what's happening.
Well, it's the state of the city of Santa Monica. We're going to speak with the mayor out here. She's going to kind of explain to us what's going on out here, not only today, but they're going to be a huge part of the activation for Super Bowl 61. There's going to be all sorts of ESPN and Disney-themed things down here in Santa Monica for Super Bowl 61 here in a few months. So I think this is kind of the opening event of the whole launch to the Super Bowl.
Wow, that is very cool. Very cool.
We're at the embryo stage.
Yes,
there you are. Right
well,
there.
I think we've conceived, and now we're getting ready to launch the baby.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a big night because after you guys, then we're going to SoFi Stadium and the YouTube Theater for the Rams reveal. DeMarco, I'm sure you know what they're revealing. Go ahead, tell us.
I have no idea. I'm assuming
announce the reveil.
I'm assuming uniforms, right? That's what they've been kind of pushing for a while.
I assumed Aaron Donald.
That'd be good.
Well, yeah. I mean, that could happen too, but I'm assuming it's going to be the uniforms. I guess, aren't you excited for the new unis and whatnot, the new colors?
That's
part of the thing in LA.
Yeah, new uniforms.
I've not seen the new uniforms yet.
I don't think anybody has.
I think that's the reveal, man.
Yeah. DeMarco showed me a video of the players reacting to them seeing the new uniforms, but I haven't seen them either. But I'm a sucker for new gear.
So last
year was midnight mode, right? I got one of those, a midnight mode jersey.
Oh, the black
jersey. Yeah, I got a Puka one. Totally dig that because there was a blackout game that I feel the word didn't get out because not everybody was wearing black. But and so is this a standard uniform? Do we know anything about the uniform?
No, I think I've seen some renderings from way back, but it's like hush, hush, hush. But, I guess it's a little bit different from last year. They're always going to try to push the envelope. So, like we said, this team is going to be on national TV
seven
times. So they're looking to roll out something new. I think that might be the big reveal. If it's Aaron Donald modeling the new jersey, that'd be awesome, too.
Can you imagine?
That would be quite a model. Yeah, what DeMarco just said I think is fascinating, that the Rams will be in a non-traditional spot 7 times this upcoming season. Nearly half their schedule will be on Thursday night, Wednesday night, Monday night. They have 2 Wednesdays.
Yeah. 2 Wednesdays? I know night before Thanksgiving they have another Wednesday game.
Isn't the one in Australia also a Wednesday?
I believe so.
Yeah. But doesn't it get here on Thursday?
Oh, maybe that's where I'm getting.
It's on Wednesday, but we'll see it on Thursday. Yeah.
Yes. It could be a situation like that. But yes, 7 different games in something that isn't the 10 a.m. or the 1 a.m. Sunday window.
You might want to buy a suit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You might want to change your uniforms.
Trav,
I think that might be the big reveal.
Trav, this is your thing. You love uniforms. I got to be honest. I do not follow uniforms. I don't follow laundry as much as you do, the jerseys and all that stuff. But you love uniforms.
I really do, and I in particular baseball uniforms, but really kind of across the board, because I think that because I pay attention to them the way that I do, it's very specific to eras. Like the Laker uniform of Magic Johnson's era is different than the Laker uniform of Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant's era. The Kobe and Powell uniforms are slightly different than the Shaq and Kobe uniforms, and the Fernando uniform is different than the Shohei uniform. So I really dig all the little subtleties of all those uniforms.
Did you know that?
I really dig that.
Did you know that about the uniform? I had no idea. Really? How do you notice that stuff?
I don't know, but I do.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
Breaking news. I just found out. Trudell is also there? Is he just not talking?
Right here. Yeah.
Mike.
Well, I know Ireland's preference for if there's too many people on, and
that's an Ireland thing. That's not a me thing.
And he's got a 5-person rule. You only make 4, so
yeah, you only make 4 people.
I just wanted to see if Mason could figure it out at some point.
Well,
that I was hanging out
eventually,
over here.
Emily whispered in my ear, Trudell's there. I'm like, all right.
Is that the breaking news?
That was the breaking news that Trudell was there. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, the breaking news sounder. Hey,
brought to you by Valvoline, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. What's up, Trudell?
Mace? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I got it.
Mace, you know what I was going to ask you?
What?
Have you ever done a guillotine league?
Yes, we did one last year with Matthew Berry.
Yeah.
Okay,
he owns Guillotine League.
Well, so I'm starting one, okay? And I considered you for a spot, but I wasn't sure because you've been an excellent owner. Travis is raising his hand.
I'll go.
Travis, you did one last year?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
All right. It's fun.
League.
I'm going to pen you guys in amongst the 18.
Trudell, tell DeMarco what
guillotine. So it's basically you would have a draft as you would any other fantasy football league, right? Okay. But in a guillotine league, ideally you get 18 teams, so 18 owners, which is a big league.
Yeah.
And every week, the loser, the lowest total score, gets chopped.
Oh,
out of
guillotine.
The league.
Off with your head.
And it honestly, it makes it feel like every week is basically the championship game.
Yes.
And if you're on the border, right, it is super nerve-wracking because you think, okay, you're all excited, you got your team, and then week one, wait, I could be done this week?
Exactly.
And then that keeps building. And the team that gets eliminated the first time, all of their players go into the pool.
You can pick.
Everybody else gets
pick the bones.
Like
yes,
$1,000
you
of
pick the bones. Perfect.
You can pick the bones.
Yeah. Mace, what do you? Basically, everybody gets mythical money, right?
Yeah.
So you get $1,000, and you could bid on. So let's say your team. Let's say Travis's team lost week one. He has Josh Allen, and so everybody. Okay, I'm going to bid. Mace is going to bid 300.
Yep.
A blind bid for him in hopes that he gets him. Well, if I bid 301, then I would get him.
Yes.
But then I don't get that money back.
Woo.
So it builds throughout the season.
Yeah. Now, do you do this through guillotineleagues.com?
So you can do it on. I do it on Yahoo now.
Oh,
So
okay,
they have like and maybe your friend, your old friend. Actually, did you guys know that Mason put Matthew Berry on the air? Essentially,
I remember. Berry. I invented him in a lab, and look at him now.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Mace, is this right? I don't know if I imagine this out of thin air or I heard it from somebody else. Did Matthew Berry write for Married with Children?
Mace might know. I don't know.
No. He did write.
I think that's another guy.
He did write.
I do think that's another guy.
Crocodile Dundee 3.
Okay,
which is the least. Which is the least of the Crocodile Dundee movies.
Yeah, it's the lesser of the Dundee franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even like The Godfather 3. Like
no,
it's the first two, but it's still The Godfather.
Well, how many times can you do the "this is a knife" gag? I mean, it feels like that's kind of
it is. It does get old.
I kind of liked it though. It
does get old.
I'll be happy to have Mace in this league. I'm excited.
I'm
for
excited
your
for it. You know what I like, Mike? With this one, I like more than anything. I like to have a little action at all times.
Exactly.
Just a little action, man. I got my
right
now. I'm in my fantasy baseball league. I am dueling with the Ramona Shelburne. Me and Momo back and forth. Fantasy football, me and Ireland go at it. The basketball league, I love doing with you guys. You guys are all so. I mean, I've kind of. Am I in the league because I finished second or third or whatever it was this year?
You finished. Was it third or fourth?
I think
but you definitely
third.
finished in the jelly beans.
I definitely finished in the jelly beans. Yeah.
Yeah, which was impressive. You liked the soccer pool too, right,
Mace? Oh, the soccer pool was so. It got everybody involved. I thought the soccer pool was really, really great.
Except
with
I think
everybody.
I was the first out.
Well,
I was the first guillotine.
You had a brave
you were
strategy.
Second? There you go.
You had a brave strategy of picking national team.
I had no
heritage
strategy.
loyalties.
No. I had zero strategy
over actual vegas.
Make
odds,
the wife happy. Give me a black team.
That's
80.
Right.
There you go.
We appreciated your donation.
So
to the crew.
So Santa Monica, California, to me is one of the great cities in America. I love Santa Monica. And I've spent so much time there because, I live just one town. Obviously, I live in Venice, so I'm in Santa Monica all the time. 3rd Street, Promenade, the movie theaters over there, the whole thing. I totally love Santa Monica. And you know what I love? I love when they're playing a game at SoFi or they're playing a game at Crypto and they're showing L.A., they always show the Ferris wheel at the pier.
Always.
You know what's funny,
Mason? It's not even close to the games.
No, it's so funny you say that because, like I mentioned, we're gonna talk with the mayor coming up here in I think it's 4:15. Laura's the mayor's coming on.
Yes, sir.
And that was one of the first things I was going to ask her about, like the stewardship of the sign. Never mind the pier itself, but that sign is the iconic shot that represents. It's like Hollywood Bowl, Griffith Park Observatory, Hollywood sign, I should say, Griffith Park Observatory, and the Santa Monica Pier sign. In every time they do a glamour shot of L.A., that's in it.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Get paid for that?
I don't.
It should be. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if this
let me wet my beak.
Advertising.
Yeah.
You know what, DeMarco, I think you would agree with this, but an underutilized, and I agree, everything about Santa Monica is great. I used to spend a ton of time here because we used to live in the marina.
Right.
But in that montage, I feel like Palos Verdes does not get proper due.
Good. Perfect.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Just all the
Doesn't need
the
to.
beautiful, the majestic
horrible
cliffs
place to live.
And all
Don't
of
move
that.
there.
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
you can
terrible.
Get a shot of the
You
this
cannot
looks
get
like
there.
Looks like
near from
Hawaii.
There. Yes, terrible over there.
I'm
Don't
just
move over there.
So did you know that the Ferris wheel there is the world's first and only solar-powered Ferris wheel?
I did not.
That. Wow.
Question number 2 for the mayor.
Yeah, there you go.
Features
Got the
more than
sign and the Ferris wheel.
174,000 LED lights.
Yay.
Yeah.
Did
have you ever
that
been on the Ferris
Did
wheel?
you have that, Mace? You just
Yes.
As a
I
kid,
just know it off the top of my head.
You were saying, Mace, that you spent a lot. My grandmother lived in Santa Monica for my entire life, basically, not far from where we are right here. So we were down here all the time, and we didn't go to the pier a lot, but I don't know if the Ferris wheel's there, but that roller coaster was there for a good chunk of my childhood. So I've been on that, and we've gone down and walked down there and all that different stuff. It's a very iconic spot in the city, that's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, how cool to hang out, and the weather's great, the whole thing.
Oh, great weather. Yeah,
little nice little sea breeze going on right now. We're underneath the ESPN LA tent. It's a very pleasant afternoon in
Now,
Santa
are
Monica.
we telling people to come out and say
Sure,
hey
absolutely.
and hang out and all that
Sure.
stuff?
Come hang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Main Street between Ocean and what was the other one?
Aren't you coming this
Ocean
way?
Park and Hollister.
In Pico's,
Yes.
Pico's like a
Yes.
block away.
Yeah. We're not hard to find.
No. Okay. Go see these guys. They're fun. You'll have a good time.
Thank you.
Yeah. You'll have a good time.
We're in L.A.
Have a blast. I want to remind everybody tonight, after you guys, is the Rams Revealed show. I know Em is heading over to the YouTube Theater for that. We'll see what is revealed. That's going to be Geeter and Cappy doing that show tonight. And then,
my God, I'm nervous. What's Cap going to ask?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Is Cap going to behave?
You never know what you might hear.
I hope
from
not.
Geeter and Cappy.
I'm just, you hope he doesn't?
I
There's
hope
nobody
he
to
doesn't
keep
behave.
the other one in line.
Come on.
That is true. That is true. I'm back at noon tomorrow. I think I'm with Andy tomorrow. We're going to do a bang-up Friday show for the summer. Everybody have a good night. Have a good show, guys. 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710